that was the second time I got crabs.
Wondering, you getting my profile is...
Yeah. No,
Nope.
Keep trying, we'll get you good side eventually.
I have no good side. My profile isn't the best. Face on isn't the best either.
That's what she said.
Let me just... There you are, I'll just cover my face.
Just turn around. Just turn around in the seat.
Don't start singing. He hasn't got bright enough eyes.
Previously on Pinquest Partners...
That's the problem, Dave. Now we can't tell which is the front and which is the back anymore.
The Creepers engaged in some ritual combat at the Scar Grounds with the Orcs of Barotra. Ilkane definitely proving his worth, taking down one of the Orcs' mightiest champions. The battle for the seat on the Elder Council took a turn when one of the challengers betrayed the rest of the group by plunging an enchanted dagger into the thigh of a victorious opponent, transforming it into a horrendous monster, which the Queefers swiftly took care of. And for some reason, the wizard got like a 3-for-1 on a fireball, which... yeah. Anyway. And that's where we were. The last thing that happened was that a small portal started to appear on the bleachers where Pandak, Sindan and Devil were. It span and spun and expanded and got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was flinging off brightly coloured sparks. It then exploded, and out through the portal came a black cat and a dwarf that you had seen before. A dwarf who had his beard and his hair tied up in a ponytail behind his head. You recognise him as Cradge Seedor, the apprentice dwarf to the Panamancer that you had encountered in the Flotka Alps. And he says, he drops through and he looks up and he goes, "Oh, thank fuck I found you. It's all gone a bit shit. You need to help me." He starts looking around and he's only now realising that he's completely surrounded by 20 or 30 orcs. There's a small fire going on. There's dead bodies all over the place. And he's like, oh fuck. What's going on?
Don't get your sourdough in a twist.
What's going on? He's looking very nervous.
It's an orc v orc fight.
And we believe that we're on the winning side. So at the moment, we're just playing it by ear. We recommend that you stick with us and remain friendly.
Right, yeah, friendly. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. So at the moment, Andar, Ilkane and Jeff are all in the main arena. The last that you saw, you just finished mopping up the hostile orcs, and 3 of them had actually ran away. They'd left the arena, and they're now being chased down by a bunch of other orcs.
So hold on, you say what's going on here, but you've just appeared from nowhere. What are you doing? Why are you stalking us, you weirdo?
I'm here because I had to get away, because otherwise I would have been killed. Just like Cram. They'd killed me, just like they killed Cram. So yeah, and they were looking for you. So
hey, yeah, calm down.
I just grabbed the donut. I grabbed the donut, and they were talking about you. So I used the donut, and now I'm here with you.
Calm down. Don't be so crusty. Just go back.
Furiously taking notes about a fucking teleporting donut.
Yeah, I've just
go back a bit. Tell us about what happened. Who killed?
Sounds like a story.
Do we need to take this elsewhere? Are these guys? Do we need
no,
to
these ones are fine. These ones are with us. They're fine. The other ones are running away. Hold on. Which of these targets are active?
I can listen and fire.
None of them are. None of the enemies are actually still in the arena.
No, none of the hostile orcs are still in the arena. The only ones
right, that's fine.
There are friendly. You've proved to be friendly.
Is
That's
the
fine.
leader
We
still
might
there?
need to butter you up, but
Yes.
please,
Well-
please, tell us what happened. Who killed Cram and why?
So to answer your question, Tom, when you say the leader, the good leader or the one that
Is he the group leader? The one on the map that I'm
Yes, he
pinging?
is. Yes, he is. He's a group leader.
Okay.
He's I'll tell you his name because I've written it in my notes. That is Sarthu, the orc leader.
All right. While Davil's getting the story out of him, I'm going to come over towards the monk and maybe we'll have a word with the leader and find out what's going on.
Okay, so you're making your way around there. You're gonna have to go around. It's
Yeah.
gonna take you a minute
Yeah.
or two.
That's cool.
Right. So this he's talking to you, Davil. This guy turned up with that girl you were with, right? You were with that girl, that elf.
Yeah.
He turned up with her, and he just burst his way into the cottage and started beating the shit out of Cram, asking about you lot and where he could find you. I mean, she didn't look like she wanted to be there. She was like being dragged along and stuff. But yeah, he was after you. He wanted to know where you were and what you were doing here, what you had done here.
This bloke, give him a description of Tom's old character. Does he look like that?
Do you describe him as you saw him last, or
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the fella. Yeah.
Right.
Creepy
He's
guy.
taking the
masked.
biscuit, isn't he?
Well, I'm sure you would have if Cram had made them for him. You got all the tracking cookies, so he didn't have anything to give him.
Yeah.
Are there any more donuts left that would allow him to follow us here? Or do you
There-
wait for that?
Regular donuts.
I don't think so. I don't know. I think there were some being prepared, but I think they're just regular snacks. I think I got the last two. So yeah. So yeah, they're after you. This guy's after you.
Bad
And,
luck. Yeah. I mean, hi. Who are you?
Oh yeah.
I'm Kaj.
How you doing? Amanda. Can I have a look at your donut?
Stranger danger.
Well, I've only got the one left, and
Very
I
interesting.
don't even know where we are. So I'm, for now, gonna hang on to it because we're probably gonna need it. Because where are we?
We're with a bunch of orcs.
Can tell that. Where are the orcs?
Friendly orcs. But I'd like to have a quick word with the leader. If
These are the Scargurns. As you know, as evidenced by
Across
the landscape.
across the plains south of Elfredam.
Oh, Barovskra. Oh, okay. I've heard of the place. Yeah. Well, that kind of explains why they're not killing us at the moment, I suppose. Yeah. Sorry, Sinan, you said you wanted to talk to Sarthu.
Yeah, I want to go up to Sarthu, who obviously knows more about what the hell was going on, because we've obviously just been attacked. And I'd like to get his understanding of what the hell's going on, and whether or not this has anything to do with the arrival of our fellow through the donut hole.
Okay. Well, at the moment, he's just made his way over to the corpse of the creature, and is pulling this dagger out of the back of its leg and starting to look it over. So you come up to him and he turns and says, "Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I'm sure my warriors could have handled it, but you proved yourselves
Well,
vulnerable."
I thank you for the honor, and you, sir, fought well as well. What I would like to understand is what magic is behind this. We obviously, the woman who laid the challenge was either a sorceress or a transformer or a changeling of some description. What do you know of this?
Robot in disguise.
I was gonna say she was a Decepticon.
Damn it, you got there first.
Yeah.
Well, Boar has been a vocal critic of the Circle for years at this point, but I never figured that she would so debase herself and take upon the guise of the Defiler to bring weapons into the Scargrounds to fight, magic weapons at that.
As you are aware,
I will get our shaman to look over this this
As
dagger.
you're,
And
as
I can
you're aware, one of
intercept
our
that.
party members was attacked and killed the other evening, and I want to know whether this woman has been helped by the people who seem to be following us and interfering with our lives, and I would like to help with the investigation, if I may.
well, we currently have a group of warriors trying to capture those who fled. I'm assuming the ones that your wizard friend turned into barbecue were probably involved in this, but you're not going to get any answers out of them, nor is Boar going to be speaking.
I would ask then, if you capture the others, if we could interrogate them before you deliver any justice, and I would like to search the bodies.
You
Of...
mispronounce burn.
Sorry?
If you catch them, we'd like to burn them.
I'd like to wander over and just ask, may I have a look at the dagger? I have a specialization in magic. Can I quickly inspect the dagger before you have your shaman look at it?
Very well, and he hands it over to you. You look at it. It's a very very fine work. It looks almost like more like a letter opener than a weapon of war. It's very thin, very sharp, and the hilt of it is wrapped around with in tentacles with yellow stones for eyes in these tentacles, just randomly all over it.
Okay, tentacles is a huge red flag for me. Yeah.
Can I do like an Arcana check?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Figure anything about.
And I would like to do an investigation check on the body of the large creature.
That's 24.
Yeah, it is a 24. So you recognize the symbology of the like sea monster type symbology, which is what you're getting off of this, the design of this dagger. You've heard of similar weapons that have been enchanted or co-opted by an entity known as Ukota. Ukota, a remnant of the Cataclysm, one of the powerful beings that were created in the war between the gods. But the last you knew, it was trapped in the seas off the Menagerie coast. Although it extends its influence to anyone who does a lot of work on the sea or is lost at sea. It's been said that people who are lost at sea are sometimes given their lives back if they will serve Ukota and help him with his plans.
Explain them fucking fish beans.
Okay.
So I will convey that knowledge to the.
So you wanted to, Sinan, you wanted to look at the body of the creature?
Yes, I do. I want to see whether or not it's got any clothing or items of anything on it that would identify something like the tentacles that may show its allegiances.
Sure. It's not a sea creature. So you've heard Andar explain to you what he recognizes of the dagger, and this is not a sea creature.
Okay.
Can you give me a hang on, let's see what's the best check for this. So windows open. Can you give me a nature check?
Okay. That'll be a 16.
You've not seen anything like this in your experience in the forest. It looks like it's based on, at least in a basic form, a snake of some kind, but it's much larger, and it's bipedal. Sorry, it's got two arms, or two humanoid arms, so it's definitely not
Okay.
straight as a snake.
Fair enough. Does it have any form of brands, tattoos, or any form of markings that might show a tribe or allegiance?
No markings like that. It's wearing what's left of the leather strapping and stuff that the original orc was wearing. The only thing you can notice other than the battle wounds is the wound on the back of the leg where the knife first went in is covered in blood, but there's also water on it as well.
Water.
Water. Just a small amount.
Dab my finger. Is it salt water or fresh?
It's salty.
Okay.
You lick the weird back of the knee water.
And that's how Tom.
That's
got
fine. I'll put
possessed.
this in my mouth.
Protein.
Protein.
Okay. Can I now wander over to the woman who I fried with lightning and have a look over her over? She got anything on her that might tell a bit more of a tale?
My handiwork.
You start going through her belongings. You don't see anything that she's carrying weapons, which isn't, you shouldn't be for this area, but
Yeah. All right. But she's got no books, pamphlets, papers, notes, secret scribes, nothing like that.
no, nothing like that.
Driver's
Okay.
license in her wallet.
Yep. Okay.
No,
Fair enough.
no donor cards, no driving license.
I mean, the dagger is pretty much a red flag in terms of fish people. I mean, we keep getting hassled by these people, so. But yeah.
So you say that, and as you say that, you hear Kat say, "Do you say fish people?"
Yeah, fish people.
Yeah, there was one of them as well.
Where? That
Came to the cottage.
came to the cottage.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, now you say it, yeah, they were definitely fish people. They were weird as fuck, but yeah, fish, yeah.
So you had the guy that we identified earlier, the lady, and some fish.
Yeah, like
And
I said,
I've
been having a bad day.
Your donut that you have,
Yeah.
is that donut like a one-way ticket, or does it
Yeah.
go?
Is it
go back?
Jamfell?
Yeah, so I've got one left, and that's
Oh,
it's
so it's like
one-
expendable.
yeah, it's a donut.
Okay.
What did you expect?
Well,
You do realize if we use
Do you
this
have
donut
reusable
in
donuts
fish
where you
people,
come from?
it's a lox and bagels situation.
I'm entirely baffled at this idea of magic fucking pastries. So, yeah, this is odd to me.
I look over and go, it's a thing. It happened. It's fine. Just
Are you
roll
sure
it.
it's? I mean, I just feel this. Like, did I get hit on my head during this fight?
No. Just go with it. Don't question it.
If you would let me look at it, I could maybe make more.
I doubt it, Mr. Wizard. I'm sure you're very accomplished and stuff, but I've been spending years under Cram's tutelage, and there is no one else that performs this kind of magical enchantment. So, and I'd rather not you potentially mess up our only ticket out of here.
So you say it can work on multiple people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
I
take
want
multiple
more about
people.
this magic photocopying ability you have.
Photo? What?
Well, no, I'm talking to our wizard friend. You see, you could make copies of things? Are you an alchemist?
No, not necessarily. But if we look at what the enchantment is, we might be able to replicate it. But
okay.
Do you know how the fish people and the guy and the girl got to the cottage? Like, did they just fall out of a donut hole, or did they
Pan of
just
chocolat.
rap at the door?
Yeah, they just came down from the mountain pass. They just came down.
Okay.
So
Walk-
they knew
walk.
where we were. Yeah, they were walking.
Which is odd because they zapped themselves out of the cave.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why would they be walking down from mountains? Surely they would just zap themselves to your. Unless
I
they ran
wasn't
out of
asking-
donuts.
I wasn't asking questions, and I doubt very much they're using Cram's donuts. I mean, there was only 2 in the whole world, and I just used one of them.
Hmm.
Is there a body of water on top of this mountain range? Because they always use water, and you know what? Let's just look in some ponds and see if we can get where the fuck we need to be.
So the only open water that Pandak will be aware of around Utherdurn is the Cinderest Sanctum, which is a place where lava runoff from Kravarad, the mountain, hits a glacier, and it's formed a sort of a natural heated lake where it's melted the glacial water. That's the only body of water that you're aware of in the Floquets, and it's a good 100 miles from Utherdurn.
Sounds like we're having a spa day.
Well, I think it's a really good observation by Jeff there, that they're always fucking about by water. So asking, I don't know the apprentice's name is.
Kaj.
Kaj.
Kaj Seedor is his name.
Are there any bodies of water near the cottage?
No. The whole plot gets a frozen solid. We've actually put a.
I mean, that is water.
We put a border of magical baguettes around the cottage.
Does that prevent
Yeah, it prevents frost. It prevents frost, so it keeps us nice and warm. But the only open water we have is in the well, and
the well.
They didn't come out of the well. They walked down from the mountain pass the way you came.
Is there a glacier up there?
There are many glaciers up in the Floquets.
I mean, all the ice is water.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could very well come from underneath the ice.
So this. I look around at the squad.
So just to be clear, this happened it's happening now. That they're up there now, beating the shit out of a crown right fucking now. We haven't seen you for weeks.
But how are we meant to get back there? Is this donut taking us back?
Hang on, no, I ain't going back there.
Yeah, right. We've got shit to do anyway. We've just
that's what I'm saying. We're not going to Utherdurn. We're going down south.
Yeah,
with the lass who's got over there. So let's just eat this fucking donut, get these bread puns out of the fucking way, and start twatting some people.
But if we take the donut and go back there, we're going to
furiously in the corner. And the potential for fucking bread puns.
Again.
Right, so I'm hearing plans, and I'm hearing plans that don't involve going back to seeing your murderous friend. So I'm all on board with those plans. So, where were you going?
Yes.
Look, don't be cross-eyed, okay?
We're going down to Shady Creek Run at the moment.
Right, Shady Creek. Okay, that's south of Savalier Woods.
Yeah, we're going south. We're halfway there.
Yeah. Okay.
But the idea does occur: if this bloke is looking for us, well, then why are we trying to find him? He can find us. He'll find us eventually. So we should just carry on. He'll find us.
Is the Panamancer dead?
Yes, the main one is.
I'm assuming so. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do. We might as well just continue down to Shady Creek, do what we need to do, and they'll find us.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to have an issue with this because we need to be going after the woman.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got her with him. So, he's going to go back to us, and he'll take her with him.
We hope.
Why do we need to do anything?
He will eventually come after us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all right. So is the plan that we get captured and get taken back to where she is?
No, we carry on doing what they want. They'll find us.
Okay, as long as
let him bloody walk. I'm not going back up there and back again.
Personally, I don't like the idea of someone coming out of the dark and just stabbing me whilst I'm having a piss. I mean, Jesus Christ, they got the fucking Goliath with one fucking stab by the looks of it. So fucking let's just go there and twat him.
Yeah, but it's like 3 weeks.
While this is all going on, can I have a short rest?
Yes.
It's at least an hour, so.
Yeah. I mean, we're all chilling here, chatting.
I mean, you're at the Scar Grounds out. People are milling around. It's not really. You can if you want to, but you've got a room back at the Glory Hole.
All right.
Cords,
I've got an idea.
Cords
the Glory Hole.
Cords Glory, the tavern in Barothra.
How many people can this donut take?
I can probably take all here. That shouldn't be an issue. You don't.
Right.
How many?
I'm curious about the mechanics because you said you eat it.
No, I didn't say you eat it. I said you use it.
Right. Hold on, Jeff. If Cram uses a donut to get us back north,
Yep.
Then we're still bloody 3 weeks away from where we are now.
Yeah,
Trying to go around our friendly
but-
orcs.
Okay, I ain't going back.
But here's my
Alright,
idea.
No, we're not doing that. We ain't going back. I ain't going
Right.
back.
You
Take all
don't
the orcs.
have to go back. What I'm saying is, how many people can that take? Because we have a lot of friendly orcs around here, and I'm a very persuasive motherfucker.
Let's make an army of fucking orcs.
It's
the
sort of
donut.
like it's
We
more
did
like
just do
a,
them a huge solid.
Open the stargates.
we're still
Just a
testing this
stream
stuff.
of orcs.
It's like it's experimental stuff, but you know, we're talking maybe 5-foot radius, something like that. So if you can all crowd round me, fine. But also, I'm not going back. I just want to make sure that's perfectly
5 foot-
clear. I am
5
not.
foot radius. What height?
Guess we'll find out.
Because I'm like fucking like circus
Shoulders.
pyramid.
How many orcs? This is gonna
Yeah.
be Yertle the turtle.
And then just have them do
How
drop
friendly are us
attacks.
with orcs? Everybody hug.
Orcs all the way
Like a-
down.
Here at the side, like right in front of them, and just have orcs drop on top of him.
Like an orc game of Jenga.
Like bombard them with orcs.
Are you going to cut the orcs in half though, and amongst a bready ring?
What?
What about your brother?
You know, if it's like 5 foot and one poor soddy orc's halfway in the middle of it, is it going to cut him in half?
Collateral
Yeah.
damage.
Death by donut. I mean, what a way of dying.
But he'd have a sugary coating.
Mm. Yum yum.
Okay.
So,
All right. So I'm
found
thinking
it.
only the dwarf can operate the donut. We can't operate it, right?
Are you asking the question?
Yes. Can anyone else operate the donut besides you?
I could teach you, but I'm not going to because honestly, you've got a lot of bad ideas. I'm hearing a lot of bad ideas. I've heard one good idea, and I'm hearing a lot of bad ones. So, yeah, no.
Fair enough. We're in
What's-
your
what's
hands.
the
Effectively,
question then?
you are
You've-
driving.
you've
Unless you're
come
willing
here.
to teach us, we're not going to go anywhere without you. So
You've come here to find us to tell us this news. What was your plan after that?
There was no plan. There was murdering people, murdering my friend and my mentor, and I had access to the donuts, and all I could think about was you were the people that he was after. I used a donut, here I am.
Okay, so this is quite an ill thought out plan. You're just running away.
Right.
basically.
I don't think he actually thought
Wait
it
a
out.
minute.
I think he just wanted to get away.
Yes.
So you thought. So let me get it straight. You thought about it, and then holding the donut, and then all of a sudden you're here. You just thought about us, and then you appeared near us. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I've got an idea, guys. Let's just have a long nap. Let's get all rested and recovered. Grab this donut. Think about Lass, and we'll just wind up there. Done.
I fully thought you were gonna let's go for a nap and steal this from him.
Okay, well, I'm
steal his pastry.
I'm all for having a rest, but if you want to go and find your friend is with that scary guy, and he's fish people, and I'm not going back.
You don't have to come.
You don't have to.
You're also you're not leaving me here, so this is how it's going to go. I'm going to go somewhere that's not back there, and if you want to come along with me, you're more than welcome.
Where is it we're going to? We're going to Shady Creek, right?
That was the only good idea I heard.
Right.
Because let's
go
use his donut to hop to Shady Creek instead of fucking walking.
I think keeping the donut's probably a good idea. If we can make it to Shady Creek by foot, then the donut can get us anywhere instantly. We might convince him later to.
I still think we should just carry on.
Bonkin.
He's looking for us.
Okay,
Why should we go out
Mr.
of our way
Druid,
to find him?
There's an
Come on.
awful lot of we happening here. It's not our donut. It's my donut.
You're a
Okay.
little bit outnumbered.
My
And
donut.
now-
So
offense.
I'm leaving
See when we're
here.
walking to Shady Creek.
What is
and
your
then
plan?
we get
Okay,
attacked. We'll see how
Okay.
quickly you're you and we're we.
I'm
What
not
is your
walking
plan?
to Shady Creek. My plan is to leave here. I mean, I'll do it right now if I need to, but I'll have a rest.
Okay, Mr. Dwarf, let's look at it this way. You've come to us for help, of which we are quite willing to help you. We will get you to Shady Creek and
Good point.
assure your safety in Shady Creek, at which point we may actually seek your assistance. Is that agreed?
Fine, but I'm
And
not
that may-
walking.
We may not have a choice to get to Shady Creek unless you wish to give up your donut to get us to Shady Creek, which seems a waste of such a powerful magic item at this point.
I'm quite happily not be in the plains. I'll quite happily use my donut and not be in the plains and work on the assumption that I can find a bakery somewhere and make more stuff should I need to. Are there any bakeries around here? Have you seen any Greg's?
Okay, all right. Tell you what, we'll come with you with your donut if you help us later, possibly make some more and supply us with maybe a stash of 1 or 2 of these tasty magical donuts.
Yeah,
Give
fine.
us your
All right. Yeah, fine. Okay, fine.
All right, deal.
Although, if we're going to be accurate about where we're going, I think, because I've never been there, the only reason I managed to locate you is because I've met you. We made you some tracking cookies, yes? And
Yeah.
at least one of them is homing on Shady Creek, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you could give me one of to use the donut and make sure that we're going to the right place, if you can give me one of these cookies, I'll use it to direct the spell.
And then we all get to Shady Creek with you, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds okay to me, I'm guessing. Guys, what do you think? Gets us out of here.
I mean, yeah, this is what I said. But then, but then we're not going to have a way to get back quickly to.
No,
else.
true, but he has said he has the ability to make more if he finds a decent bakery. We can at least hope that maybe.
Do we know yet publicly that? Do we know as a group yet? Well, I wouldn't know anyway. But about Davil being familiar with the area.
I'm familiar with Shady Creek.
Yeah, so
I can find you around there, but there's certain areas we need to avoid.
Do you know about any good bakers?
Yeah, all of the OG
there are
crew.
bakers in it. I'm sure that we can find a Greg's in Shady Creek.
Okay.
I just look at the door.
And that's just demonetized for advertising.
Yeah. So we're not sponsored. We're not sponsored by Brewdog. We're not sponsored by Secret Labs, although we probably should be. Hello.
But I really, really like.
No, if Greg's want to sponsor us, I'm sure we'll take sausage rolls everywhere.
Oh, vegan sausage rolls every time.
Or Bucky. Yeah.
Let's get sponsored by Bucky.
Yeah.
I've got the old Magic Rock beer. Wonder where that came from.
So I look at our dwarf friend and I go, this seems reasonable. However, the tracking cookies are limited. We do need them. Yeah. If you double cross us, steal our tracking cookie and use the donut, we will find you. And that
I have to agree. I have to agree with our dwarf friend.
He set people on fire before.
Yeah. You know the worst thing about that is I misheard that as cracking cookies.
And like just pointing to the crispy orcs on the other side of the fence.
Crispy creme.
Well, we made you 3. You've not eaten like 2 of them yet, have you? Oh, sorry. We made you 6. 3 for each object. So how many have you used?
I honestly can't remember.
Okay, so you've used one.
There's none on my character sheet, so I can't remember.
You've used one of each, so you knew that. And the further you are away from the item, the more general the location you're given is. So you were given a general location of Shady Creek and a general location of the ruins of Melasmere, but nothing more than that. You were hoping to get closer, to use the other 2 each you've got left to refine your location. So
correct, yeah.
So if we use one of your Shady Creek ones now to get us to Shady Creek, you'll have 1 left, and that should be enough to pinpoint what you're looking for once we're there.
Yeah, but if you do take this one and bugger off without us, we will find you.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
So,
cool. I'm game.
I mean, you look like you've just had a fight, and at least some of you are looking a bit worse for wear. Do you want to? Should we do it tomorrow? Should we?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the glory hole and have a rest.
Okay. So, does anyone want to do anything else here at the Scar Grounds before you make your way back?
No.
No.
Did you want to search those bodies, anybody?
I suppose. I'm going to neb through the bodies.
You don't find any currency, anything valuable, or anything of interest.
Not bloody worth
it. Would all be on fire.
Yeah. So let me move you to that map. Okay, so you make your way back to Barothkra. You make your way back to the hole, and it's it's now sort of lunchtime-ish, but you're free to do whatever you want. Whether or not that means just tending your wounds and then having a rest. And
That may just mean that. I wanted to.
I quite wanted to go to an equipment shop.
Okay.
If there's one around. And I'm still pretty amped from crisping up 4 guys in one go, so
It was
not
3.
quite ready.
Let's not do that. It was this big thing. It was 3 in one go.
All
okay,
right.
not 4.
All right. Lots has happened since then.
Yeah.
Lots has happened. I
Just
forget.
got to keep you honest. It was only 3 creatures in one shot.
Yeah. All right, I'll take it.
So you want to buy some stuff. What sort of stuff you're after?
If there's any plus damage daggers or warhammers, and then or any decent staff.
Careful, warhammers are expensive.
It's an addiction.
You got to paint them yourself.
Okay, so you do find a blacksmith's, and the gruff orc is there currently working in the forge, and you haven't managed to get his attention yet. He's just currently banging away.
I kind of jump up and down. I assume I'm small.
You're very small. You're also behind.
Trying to get over the.
Yeah.
Over the
Yeah, I'm trying to catch the phantom. Hello.
Oh, bloody hell. Yes, hello?
Hello. I'd like big weapons for a small person.
Did Bull put you up to this?
No. I would like a really nice fancy battle axe with the finest you have.
Really? Well,
your audio's gone down, Ian.
Has it?
How
about now? Am I back?
Very
back.
quiet.
Quiet?
Oh,
Yeah,
There you go. You're back.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do have battle axes.
Again.
Has he gone again?
Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as you start speaking.
How about now?
Yes.
Fine.
It's all right.
Hello?
Yeah.
You get.
Okay. Right, so you want battle axe?
Yes, please.
So you wanted a Warhammer?
Change my mind.
I'd like
be
to
a
try
kind
a
of a fucking child. Ooh, fancies.
Or a Warhammer. I don't mind. I'll have one of either. One of both, maybe.
If
get one.
you just want one of our standard Warhammers, that's 15 gold.
What? No, I want a special, super powerful, big hitting one.
+3.
Plus 12.
No, I don't have any magical hammers.
You're boring. I walk off.
I'd like a bow, but obviously not from the blacksmith. A standard longbow and 20 arrows.
Okay, well you can find that. Longbow.
Yes, please. I'm gonna go back to my elven roots, because apparently, as an elf, I get to use a longbow, even though druids aren't supposed to. We'll see what it does when I add it to the list.
Well, as long as it's not metal.
Yeah.
Longbow's 50 gold pieces.
Okay, and 20 arrows.
$1 gold for 20.
Okay, I will add that to my list shortly when I figure out how to add it. It's not a problem. Cool. Yeah, got it.
Okay, does anyone else want to try and buy anything else?
Are there any magiaries? Any mage shops? Any magic shops? Anything?
Not anything like that. No, the closest you've seen is the shamans, like the shaman temple place, but no.
Not a shop.
It's not a shop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Are there any miscellaneous shops, like where they
Yes.
just might have some shit? People just leave things.
There's a trading post. You can go in there and see if there's anything there that you might be after.
Yeah. I just want to see if there's any spell scrolls or anything kicking about. Anything.
Okay.
Arcani.
So you make your way into the trading post. There's lots of equipment in there. There are weapons. there is armor. There's general supplies. No scrolls though. There's like writing equipment, and there's what you would consider to be spell components, but no spell books, no scrolls, nothing like that.
Okay, I'll do the kind of stocking up of components and stuff, and then head back to the big hole.
Okay, is there anything specifically you need to buy that costs money for your spells that you need to get hold of?
Don't think so. Here, there we have. Yeah, and for my find familiar, I need 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal.
Okay, you can buy that. You can definitely get that. I mean, you don't need it. You only need it if you want to change your familiar, don't you? But yeah, if you want to stock up just in case,
so I've got it.
Yeah. Does anyone else need any spell components?
I use a druidic focus, so
Yeah.
and a bit of mistletoe, so I'm good.
Actually, how many more arrows do I need? Can I just refill my arrows back up to 20 odd?
1 gold piece for 20 arrows.
Oh no, I've got 38 anyway, so I might not need to. Do you have any magic arrows? Because I'm running a bit low on them.
You do find some magic arrows. They are +1.
Yep.
So there are some +1 arrows. They're 110 gold pieces each.
Ouch!
And there is a small case with 3 +2 arrows in it.
How much is
and
that?
The shopkeeper tells you that they are 550 gold pieces each.
How many gold in a platinum?
10, I believe.
Yep.
Sod that, is cheaper to nick it. No. Nope. I didn't realise they were that expensive.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey. So you can buy up to like 10 +1 arrows. They've got that many, but the +2, they've only got 3, and they're 550 each.
Wow. I'll just top up my arrows. I'll just get another. In fact, I don't even need any. I've got nearly 40 arrows anyway.
Okay.
I do need to buy some components.
Okay, what do you need?
I need 100 gold pieces worth of focus, so either a jeweled horn or hearing or a glass eye for seeing.
So what was the first one?
So it says a focus worth at least 100 gold pieces, either a jeweled horn for hearing or a glass eye for seeing. It's a clairvoyant spell that lets me see or hear where I'm not.
Yeah, we've got a glass eye. How is there a particular cost that it needs to be?
I think it's 100 gold pieces.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got stuff that we've picked up from places. Yeah, we can definitely do that for you. So if you want to spend 100 gold on a glass eye, they've got that for you.
Yeah, I'll do that. And 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herb.
Yeah, they've got that. Yeah, so 10 gold for that.
Oh,
Excellent.
I need a piece of opalescent feldspar. Give me a price.
Not the kind of stuff we keep.
Okay.
You want to talk to the dwarves about it, really, the miners and stuff.
Do you have any 4 candles?
We've got many candles and handles for forks.
4 candles.
4 candles.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
We've also got this eggs box.
That parrot's looking a bit stiff, isn't it?
I was going to say, have you got a Norwegian blue?
What level bubbles?
Okay, so if everyone's done shopping,
Yep.
you make your way
Let's
back
sleep.
and you spend the evening in Cord's glory. Pandak, your friend, she's not around, unfortunately.
Fun times.
Yeah, so you have to spend the evening in your room. Okay, so the next morning comes around, you'll wake up refreshed. So if you want to do a long rest,
And they seem to have fixed the long rest thing.
oh good.
So just to get out of the way straight away, can I do my 2 portent rolls?
Yep.
So Got them ready.
Do you want to do? Can you do them in the thingy?
Yeah, it's just two. It's just a pair of d20s.
Yeah.
So those are going to be 6 and 1.
Okay, you want to note those down? Yeah.
Are you drinking Buckfast there?
Yes.
By choice?
You're a fucking madman.
Yeah.
You're weird.
By the end of this, it's just
I'm pouring one out for Andy.
we're not getting out of this. We're not getting out of the glory hole. It's just going to turn into a fucking pub fight.
I should go and get the chili gin I made.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be able to talk. It literally sent my tongue numb, and that was just doing the sampler stick.
Just see, bro.
Oh.
That.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, so
Probably make me shit me son. John, I hope you're looking forward to that.
Oh, if you make me taste spice, I actually would give you a big hug and beers.
Oh,
I don't think
challenge.
Right, I'll send it to Tom instead.
I'm going to take a second to change my prepared spells as well.
Okay, yeah, if anyone wants to change prepared spells.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Bear with me.
You're going to grab another beer. It's only next door, so I don't even have to pop off.
In the wine cellar.
I'll get the butler.
Dave, I think you got the same one as me. Same chair.
Yeah, probably. It's big enough for a lardy git like me.
Bring in the high energy, Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them weeks.
I'm debating on getting a cup of tea or something.
I'm on the Buckfast, you're on the tea. Although this is supposed to have a lot of caffeine in it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It just makes you see hornets.
What's interesting is that the Irish one, the Irish one has more caffeine and a slightly lower alcohol level, which is just which is such a weird difference.
Yeah, we'll make one specially for Holland and put less alcohol in it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Oh, don't worry. When I send you some of my mead, you'll find it tastes exactly the same. By the way, do you like me potion bottles?
Oh, pretty swanky.
It's your fucking meth pipe, Dave.
My meth pipe. So here's worse. Here's a tiny bit of the chili gin. This might be painful. If I shit myself, then
do it.
Clearness.
We'll laugh.
You should make Sichuan peppercorn one. That'll definitely make your mouth go numb.
That's interesting. Oh,
you're going a funny colour, Dave.
Yeah. Hold on. That burns. I feel like I've just downed a Vindaloo.
What's in it? How many chilies are in it?
3 naggers.
In a 75 centilitre.
No, it's a 20 centilitre.
Oh.
It's not good.
That's fresh.
Sounds great.
Fresh.
You're
salivating
regretting that now, aren't you? Yeah.
I can't even do the milk trick. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put you on.
Okay.
Mistakes
for the record,
made.
guys, I can now make us all breathe water.
What? Breathe.
Not breathe in water. You just fuck you guys. Breathe water.
Given that we seem to be being chased by fish people, I've learned the spell water breathing. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within the range can breathe underwater until the spell ends, and it will last for 24 hours. However, I will have a problem, and not be overly keen on doing it. So
Yeah,
Well,
because
that was fun.
if you cast your mind back to
salivating.
last year, you are Mr. T, aren't you? That's
yes,
one of your character.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, so I am not going to be overly keen, so I will probably be at disadvantage. So whilst I might be able to get us all to breathe underwater, I may not be much use while we're there.
So,
But given that we're being chased by fish people, I don't want to be left out again. We could have actually gone after Yadarsal if I'd had the spell prepared, so I will have it prepared in future.
Okay, so has everyone got their spells prepped?
Yep.
That they want to prep? Okay, so Kaj is there with you at breakfast, and you're all pretty much ready to go at this point. Says, right, shall we take this outside? I don't really want to take a load of furniture with us. If that's I don't want to piss these people off. Should we go do it at the front?
Aren't we missing someone?
You mean Dagmar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did speak to Dagmar, and she's going to stay here with the orcs. She was going to get you to Shady Creek. That was what she was going to do for the Grinners. And you've got this shortcut, and she's wanting to return to Utherden now.
Did we pay her?
No, this was done as a favour.
Okay, so we can't ask for any money back for not actually getting us there. All right, fair enough.
No, this was done as a favour by Hildegard, the representative of the Grinners in Utherden. So Dagmar is going to make her own way back to Utherden, seeing as you're going to shortcut your way to Shady Creek Run.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all outside, and he's standing there with the donut in his hand. So he says, "Okay, can I have the cookie?"
Go on, pass it securely.
Yes. I pass over the cookie.
Yeah, you
Good
can pass it to me
HP only.
Yeah. Okay.
Same domain.
No, actually, I don't do that. You know, like when people get married and they shove cake in each other's faces? I do that. Cookie.
4 damage.
Yeah, okay, so he's like,
improvised weapon.
Okay, so you go and shove the cookie in his face. He's not expecting it. He looks nervous. So when this cookie comes into his face, it goes onto his nose and it sort of snaps in half, and the two halves and some crumbs sort of tumble down his chin into his hand with the donut, and he sort of looks down at the donut, looks up at you, and goes, "Oh fuck," and then everything goes white.
For all of us?
Yeah, for all of you.
Okay, good.
Your ears are ringing.
Wharf.
It feels like you're thundering down a tunnel. It feels like you're falling and falling and falling and falling, and then it goes black.
Just completely black.
Just completely black.
What can I say with my cool dark vision?
Yeah, I've got dark vision. Yeah.
Okay.
So I cast light, which is a cantrip.
Right. So you end up landing on a floor somewhere, and okay, so it is dark. It is completely pitch black. So you cast light, and you can see that you are in a room
with a bloody coffin.
With an open coffin in the center of the room.
We seem to be missing someone.
There's no sign of Kaj.
Great. We're in a dungeon.
I cast. Is there a ceiling?
Yes.
Okay, so I cast the light up onto the ceiling.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So it looks like it's solid stone.
Yeah, so I cast up onto the stone then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit foolhardy and take a little peek and see if Dracula's in the coffin.
So you look into the coffin.
I hope it's not snakes.
And it is empty. It contains scraps of material, and you can see there's also some other scraps elsewhere in the room. But yeah,
does it look
scraps of white material?
It's been open from the inside, or does it look like it's been open from the outside?
Give me a perception check. Okay, so you can't tell. It's not. It doesn't look like it's been forced, but it does look very, very old. The wood look very old. You go and look at the scraps of material in there, and it looks like if it was clothing, it's not going to be for someone very big. So it's either someone very small or a child's clothes.
Are there any remains?
No
Or just
remains.
clothing?
Just these scraps of material.
I
Right.
string my
What's
bow.
here?
I am stringing my bow.
I walk down here.
Yeah.
Well, there's a door.
I
Right, so
catch-
there's a door. Okay, there is a door there. So
I walk to the door.
you'll
I
do
stop
it.
you before you. I stop you before you open the door. I'm like, hey, I've got a trick for this. I step up to the door, and I can at the end of the other fight, I sent my familiar away to the pocket dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I can have it come back to me to any unoccupied space within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing about being able to see it.
Okay.
So I make it appear on the other side of this door.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, Dave, did you ask about what this was?
Yeah, I was going to go
Okay.
and have a look at here.
So
Sorry,
that's.
I'm lucky my voice still works. I can't taste anything at the moment.
Oh dear God.
Jeff, you'll love this. Sorry,
So
you're gonna
it's,
love. I've got iron brewing. It doesn't taste of anything.
Well, in fairness, that's a new recipe.
So it's a dresser. It looks like an old wooden dresser. It looks in fairly good shape. It does look again. It looks very old, like everything else in the room. And on top of it is a brass candelabra with no candles in it.
Brass candelabra.
Brass candelabra. Tenant.
Scott. It is old.
Right. So you put your familiar, which I don't actually have a token
It's a
for, but it's a spider,
yeah,
isn't it?
So it's a spider right now. So I make it appear on the other
On
side
the
of
other
the
side of the door. Okay.
door, and then I warg into that, so I can see it through its eyes.
How far
And
can it
here.
see? What's its night vision?
So it. Bear with me. Let me bring up the page. It has. Dark vision 30 feet.
30. Okay. So you can see all of that. Okay, you can see that.
Cool.
Okay.
So that's what it can see.
All right.
And it is dark out there.
So looking left and right, I don't see any creatures within that immediate
No,
area.
no, you don't see any creatures, but it is
Okay.
completely dark. What you do see is something like this. You can see that.
Yeah. What does it look like? Does it look goopy or does it look like a web?
It looks goopy, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to scuttle. I can tell it to move
Yep.
up to 100 feet away.
Yeah.
To that direction, just to get
Okay.
a slightly better line of sight on.
So you can now see.
And if it needs be,
So,
it's I do want to do this stealthily.
Okay. Oops, I'm not on the right layer. Reveal areas. You can see that. Oh, hang on.
You can see less. The closer you get, the
There
less
you
It's a
go.
black monolith.
Yeah, there you go. You can see that.
Okay.
So you can now see some sets of doors, like the door that you're behind.
Yeah. This feels worryingly familiar.
I was
Multiple
just
sets of doors.
thinking.
Nobody cast.
Look over at the door.
Nobody cast over fire, okay?
Okay, so I will unwarg
Okay.
and send my familiar back to its pocket dimension.
Okay.
And then relay a rough idea of what I can see on the other side. So there's a corridor. There's some other doors on the other side of what looks similar to this door. There's some weird green goop, and it's dark as shit.
Okay.
But there's
You
no,
need me
there's
to
no
open the door?
creatures. Well, let me stand real far back first before you do. But yeah,
Thanks. I'm going to need
I
somebody you
don't
can
have
see.
detect magic or anything. So
I'm going to
Alright.
need somebody you can see.
I can see.
oh no, the light's on. There's light.
There's light in the room. Yeah.
Yeah, but outside.
Yeah, I'm here.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to just try have a quick look around the lock, make sure there's no traps or anything, and see whether it opens.
There's no lock. There's just
Okay.
the door.
Or I'm going to
So-
push it open so that that somebody who can see can peek, look around the outside.
Okay.
The light
so
from the light spells will spill in.
we'll spill
till
in.
it's
Yeah.
24.
Corridor.
So
Okay.
I'm there. Whilst I'm there, I just cast my dancing lights, which
Okay.
light
Where do you want to put them?
I'll put one there,
Okay.
there,
How did we find? Then I'll pop out.
and there.
Okay. So that the corridor is now well lit for anyone who hasn't got night vision.
There you
I'm keeping my bow notched and pointed at the green gloop.
I'm real
Is this-
squishy,
is
so
this-
I'm
how
just waiting
tall
for the
is this
punchy
green
guy.
gloop? How long? How is this like all the way to the ceiling? Green gloop.
No, it's sort of over the floor. It looks like stringy, but it's only at its highest point. It's probably only about maybe 5 or 6 centimeters up the wall. It's just like a slick of goop.
I cast Mage Hands and then kind of slap the goo.
Okay. I mean, you can't. Can you feel what the hand
Immense
feels?
satisfaction.
No, I can't
You
feel
can't.
it.
Okay, so
Just if it's
you give it a slap, and it's sort of like it. You see like a handprint appear where you slap it, and it slowly sort of goes back to being as it was before.
and then I lift the Mage Hand off it, so it's not stuck.
Oh yeah, so I thought when you said slap it, you went bang.
Sorry, yeah, I did. I
Alright,
did.
yeah, so you went bang, and you see a handprint appear, and then it slowly fills
Got
back
ya.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Hmm.
All right, so we can walk through it. We won't get trapped.
Okay, I'll walk.
You go first.
I'm just going to venture
I'll
over
go
this
there.
way because I'm more concerned about the doors here and here. So I'm going to walk over here and keep an eye out over here.
Okay, so
Right.
Jeff,
What can I see down here?
You walked. Oh, why wouldn't it reveal areas? Okay. That you can see that. So you can see on the floor.
See a bat, a cob.
Is that a donut?
No, it's a loaf of bread by the looks of it.
All right.
Burning hands.
Big loaf of bread. It's as big as you, Jeff.
Yeah, well, that's. Yeah.
Okay.
I will make it a bit smaller. There you go.
Okay.
Round baguette.
I'm going to
More for the
detect
cottage
magic.
loaf, isn't it?
I'm going to put detect magic on the bread.
You know that, Jeff. That's using your loaf.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
Does detect magic require any ingredients to cast, or no?
I don't think it does.
Okay.
Also, is it a cantrip?
No, I think it is.
I think it.
You wasting good spells on what we probably know is
everybody-
magic bread.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's a level 1 spell.
Yeah. So do you want to cast your level 1 spell, detect magic?
Nah, fuck. I'll just pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up. It's warm. It's almost like it's straight out of the oven.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Warm bread. Do I notice anything else down here which is suspicious?
You notice that the corridor ends in rubble. So it looks like the corridor collapsed at some point.
Okay.
So
I shout over
pieces
to Jeff
of
with the
the ceiling and pieces of the wall block the way.
Is the floor warm or cold?
The floor is cold to the touch.
So it's just this
Warm.
Not a big
Warm.
oven.
warm bread.
It's
Nino,
not a
can you
big
move
oven.
your microphone back down because you're really quiet?
Am I? No, but get a bit closer. Is that better?
No,
I'd
Nino.
say Nino.
I think it was Nino.
Oh.
yeah.
That was me, yeah.
Right, I'm going to advance along the corridor, but I want somebody to come with me.
I've got you
I'll-
covered.
I'll-
I'll get you covered with a
closest.
bow. I got you covered with a bow.
So I need somebody who can see to come
I
out.
got-
with me.
I'm an elf.
I put my hand.
It's
Well,
all
on
lit.
your back.
currently it's all
It's all lit.
Yeah, I know,
put
but
my-
somebody can see here and
Hang
here.
on.
No, Jeff
Devil.
put
Devil.
a load of
I
stuff.
put my
outside.
hand. I put my hand on Devil's back and I cast light. You now have a fucking light on you.
Oh, great! Now I'm a big target.
I can dismiss it at will, but you're going to be a huge target whether
So
you're
you'll be a
lit
massive
at the
target,
front
and then
or
you're going
not.
to be fighting in the
No,
dark.
there's no hiding for you now.
Great.
So cast 20 feet in diameter.
Look, this is the thing that buggers up dungeons is lighting.
Yeah.
I've
So-
come over here with a loaf of bread, which is warm.
So where you are, you can see there's two more doors. The one
Just
to
at the
your
back.
the one to your left, the one at the top of the
Right.
map,
Hmm.
looks exactly the same as the one that you came out of earlier. The one to your right, the one below you, is looks much more ornate. It's solid stone, and in the middle of the door, you can't see any obvious locks, but in the middle of the door, there's like a 3-pointed symbol.
You froze for about.
Didn't even notice.
You froze for about 15 seconds, so we all froze like intentionally.
Right.
You came back, like just carried straight on.
Because I'm a professional.
So the door looks the same as where you drilled off.
We heard
Right.
that you said north. It looked like the door was the same as the previous
Yeah,
one,
so-
and that
Door
was
looks
it.
the same.
The one to the top is the same as the one you came out of, or identical.
Sure.
The one to the south looks a lot more ornate. It looks heavier. It's a big solid stone door, and in the center of the door, there's like a 3-pointed symbol, like it looks like a twisty knot with 3 lobes on it, and it's sort of inside. Are you frozen again? God damn it!
Come back.
And everyone back? Dave, stop it.
A 3-pointed
Bottom door
symbol,
looks
like
ornate.
that's where you froze.
Right, like it's got like 3 swirls that form like a 3-pointed symbol.
Can your familiar fit in underneath the doors without us
Like-
having to open them?
So I can literally like manifest it on the other sides of the doors, so it doesn't even need to get under the doors. And I'm happy to do that trick the whole way along, unless we feel like being reckless and just kicking doors open.
So I
No,
can do
that's fine.
clairvoyance
That's fine.
as well. It's a 3rd level spell, but it lets me
Yeah.
see anywhere within a mile.
Yeah, why
but
waste
it's not
that when we
cool
got
as
a
Yeah.
we got a
Yeah,
familiar
no,
to
I
do
can
it.
just saying.
So
Off you go.
So, okay.
Do your
so-
funky arachnid magic.
Yes,
Okay.
I missed something earlier when you looked in the casket.
there was in fact a
No.
revenant. Everyone
No.
roll initiative.
It was a
Yay!
lich.
So when you looked in the casket, there was a small bit of stone that you now know looks like one of the points of one of these symbols. Of this symbol.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go
Is
and
that
grab
missing?
that.
Is it missing on the door? Or is it
So
just
the door
same?
the door has this symbol recessed into it, and this is
Yeah.
a
It's just-
physical
so it's the
object.
same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's like the positive of it. Yeah.
It's not like a missing bit you slot in like a puzzle.
Oh,
Well,
it
you
might,
will.
if you were to offer it up, it will probably fit, but it's only like one part of it.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I've just gone and picked it up. So,
I'll assume you picked it up before, but yeah.
oh, right.
I do.
I'll
I
go
do
pick
bad.
up this gun.
All right,
I'm
I got my bow knocked ready to fire at anything behind this door. Let's
Okay, so-
let's do
so
this
through,
thing.
through the
Oh
north
look, the
door.
druid's got a new toy. He
Right, so-
can't help play with it.
Where are
Yeah,
you going?
that's right.
So I'll do the spider trick again through the north door, above, like the one that's just above me.
Through the north door. Okay.
Yeah, this one here.
This is
so
a
you
bad
can
idea.
see
But it's only arachnid.
So you can see a room, and you can see that there is. So your night vision 30 feet. So
Dark
it's-
version 30 feet.
Yeah, so it's very very dark in there, like everywhere else. It's pitch black. You can see that there's a dresser with a candle on it, and what looks like a mirror, a very large mirror, and there's also a small dresser over to the left hand side.
Okay, I convey that to the team.
I open the door.
Yep. Time to
I step
ransack
the
it.
fuck-
I open the small dresser.
It's empty.
I walk over and jump up so I can see myself. in the
What
mirror.
about the south? What about the one beneath us? Whilst he's prattling around in there, let's
Yeah.
find out what's on the one beneath us.
Well,
Before
okay, so before you
Yeah.
start doing other stuff, can you give me a perception check, Pandak?
Mirrors that get you every time.
Perception? Did you say sorry?
Mhm, yes, please.
23.
Bloody hell. Okay, so
Good roll.
you notice when you're jumping up and down that there's definitely something different about what you're seeing in the mirror, versus what's actually in the room. And after a couple of bounces and sort of standing back and looking around, looking in and looking around, you notice that in the mirror you can see a candelabra on the table that isn't there. There's on this table. It's just not present. And above the door, in the reflection, there is the head of an animal, like a mounted animal head. It's just not there in the actual room.
So I go back over and put my hands, like sweep my hands across where the candelabra was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you don't feel anything.
Okay. I go back outside and relay that to everybody else.
Okay. Well, then, in that case, let's try a little experiment. You go in and look at the mirror and tell me what happens to my hand when I put it in the middle of the candelabra, or whether I show up in the.
Can someone taller than me do it? Because it gets really tiring jumping up and down all the time.
Okay.
No,
Can
I'd like to see you jump up and down.
Can I, now that he's explained it, can I see what he sees?
Yes, he's pointed it out to you, and you go, "Yeah, there's definitely a candelabra there, and a mounted animal's head in the reflection that isn't in the room."
Yeah.
Do I see the reflections of anybody else in the room?
You'd see the reflections of everybody who's in the room currently, which is you, Pandak, and Ilkane, and you can see Andar in the doorway.
I'm sweeping my arm over my little stubby potato-ness.
So
how does that look like in the mirror?
So you see him sweeping his hand across, and it just passes straight through where the candelabra is, as if it wasn't there.
Okay. I go and grab the candelabra off it and put it in the space, or hand it to the monk and ask him to put it via guidance into the space where the other one should be.
So that's just a candle. But okay, if you do that, you can do that, and you put it there, and looking in the reflection, you can see both objects. You can see that the candle is there, but you can still see this candelabra sat there on the table.
Okay. Was there a candelabra in the other room? No. Okay.
Oh
no,
yeah,
wait.
there was.
Yes, there was.
Yes,
There was a candelabra.
There was a candelabra. So I go back.
Ian in there going, I fucking told you guys this. I told you there was a fucking candelabra.
I go back and pick up that candelabra.
Yeah,
and bring it.
You recognise it. It is the one that you see in the reflection.
It's the same one. Amazing. And I pass it to my potato-based friend.
Potato, and I put it on the dresser in the orientation that's in the reflection.
Yeah, and I'll put the candle back where we found it.
We'll use the candle to light it.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I'm going to lift the candle, and then I'm going to bring the candle over, and then poof, 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 all lit.
Okay, you put it in place and you light it. Nothing happens.
Okay.
But it does.
Well,
you do correctly orient it, and it now looks like there's just the one thing there, and it is the correct candelabra.
Mm-hmm. We rifle through the doors.
All right, we're looking for a head of some animal, guys.
Yeah. Let's send little pocket monster into each of the rooms, and we can
I'm going to stay with Jeff because, quite frankly, if somebody wants to attack, I can dodge out the way and let Jeff get hit.
I'm not super comfortable with the fact that the turn order just flashed up.
I was aiming for the movement tool so I can see what 30 feet look like. But yeah, I clicked the wrong icon. So
yeah, I did my Pokemon through the door.
Okay, I'm just finding out how far we can see.
By the way, let it be noted, I've got my taste buds back now.
Congratulations.
I can still feel the burn in the back of my throat.
It's the burn that you feel in about 4 hours' time that you get a bit worried about.
Okay, you can see that from the door. And again, it's pitch black.
Okay. My familiar can do touch spells that I can do. So I will wander forward to what looks like this plinth, kind of straight ahead of it.
There?
Yeah, I'd like to kind of walk down towards there.
Okay.
And see what that reveals.
That's what you can see.
I'm done. Like, I'm out. That I don't like that thing. No.
So that thing, well.
Nope.
Yeah, if you ask me questions about what the thing can say, I'll tell you what you can see.
You can see a spunky cock.
Yeah, especially when you're doing the arrow out the end of it, out of its end.
So
You
looking
draw
at
this
this,
crudely drawn cock inside the map tool.
looking at this this platform here in the middle,
Yes.
is that elevated? Does that come up off the ground?
Yes. So do
Okay,
you
so
want to skitter up it?
Yep, I can get her up it. My spider has spider climb, so it can go up difficult surfaces.
Okay, so it looks like a very solid stone tomb.
Okay. I will
And you can see
skitter.
there's some writing on it. And
till
some runes across it.
okay, I will skitter to the bottom of that sort of additional kind of rectangle bit in the middle, because that looks about 30 feet from the door, which means I would keep vision all the way back to the door, and then whatever is additional.
Okay, so I'll fill in the room for you.
And there's 17 revenants.
Why is that not doing what I wanted to do? Here we go.
And a Dracolisk.
Hang on.
Well,
I'm glad you're having this problem, because this is exactly the problem I had.
No.
Let me turn it off and turn it back on.
So just for posterity's sake, I can't convey anything I see until after I come out of the warp state.
That's what you say.
Because I'm like blind and deaf and dumb while I'm in the spider.
Okay. So you're like, what's his name?
It's going sort of slumped up against the door, going a bit like.
Okay. All right.
Clearly something off to the side here and off to the side here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're doorways.
In quick succession, I will cast light on top of the tomb that I'm on.
Okay.
And then away into the pocket dimension with the.
Okay, so you light it up. Yeah.
Does that?
How many lights can you maintain?
Depends if you've
as many as I like. It's touch, and they have a duration for one. Oh, if I cast that again, so one at a time.
So okay, so Dave, the light just went out on you.
But there's the dancing lights, I think, still, so we should be.
Yeah, the dancing lights are still up. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dave's light goes off. Turn his lights out, and send the familiar back to the pocket dimension, and then convey what I saw inside. Big, scary, like what looks like a suit of armor. That is like a suit of armor, right? That's what I can see there.
It was a statue. So yeah, what you saw was a very large room. The ceiling in the room is at least 40 feet tall. It's much taller than the room, the corridors and the rooms you've been before. It's vaulted. It's very high. There is the very large stone sarcophagus in the middle of the room. There was a pair of braziers that were out. There's two large statues at the rear of the room. There's a small statue to the left-hand side. It's the right-hand side. There is an iron-bound chest in the left corner, and there is a floor-to-ceiling bookcase that on the right-hand side.
And do those look like passageways off?
They look, they look like entrances into side rooms or something.
Okay, so I convey that to you all, and then I take a big old step back from the door. I ain't fighting a fucking statue.
I look around at the rest of the team and go, "Game?
I'm game if you are. Is the door even open?
Can we check the other room first, though?
Yeah.
Okay. It would be nice not to have things come behind us. Yes, if this door is definitely shut, then
I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay.
I don't walk up to that door.
Have you got night vision?
Yep.
Okay. Then you can see. Fuck's sake.
15 revenants.
You open the door and walk in, and you can see that.
Oh, it's a giant moose.
Moose.
Open the chest.
So in the room, there's another sarcophagus. There's a chest. There's a very large animal head.
Is the animal head the one that's in the mirror?
It is.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay. I'm game. I'm gonna go grab the animal head off the wall.
Sorry, that was I had it on the wrong tool. Then I want to have a look at that chest.
I was gonna say I gotta come have a look at this devil.
Could somebody delete what I've just drawn there because it was accidental?
I'm trying to.
Isn't it yours? You delete it?
I'm not certain how.
Stop it. Right. So.
Sorry, I'd be on the wrong tool.
Yeah. So you look at the chest. You don't see any sign that it's actually got a lock on it.
Any sign of it being trapped?
Give me a perception check or investigation check.
Investigation. Oh.
I'm sorry, that was me.
What did you get?
5.
Oh, it didn't.
My look at dice rolls has occurred once more.
I rolled a 7 because I'm sitting next to him.
You can't see anything obvious that's a trap.
Right, sorry, I'm going to open it then.
Okay, so you open it up, and inside you find what looks like a set of bagpipes.
Cool.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff likes to blow on pipe.
Yeah, it's a set of bagpipes.
Is this animal head attached firmly to the wall?
How are you going to try and find it?
I'll try and lift it from the plinth at the bottom. I mean, is it like moose
So
size?
it's
or are we
mounted
talking
on. It's not on a plinth. It's on the wall, so it's affixed to the wall above the casket. So it's actually attached to the wall. It's not on a plinth.
Okay.
So if you climb up onto the casket, you could reach it.
Let's see. Are there any markings on this casket? Names, otherwise, runes, anything?
There's definitely some inscriptions on it, but it's not in a language that you recognise.
So one of my kind of abilities is the ability to recall lore and history and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Come look and have a look at this here.
Can I come in and have a look? And
yeah, give me an investigation check.
Investigation or history?
Yeah, history. Give me a history check.
Because I've got +4 on that.
No, history works.
19.
Okay, so you can't read it, but you know why. So you've seen this kind of thing before in your studies, and it looks like a very, very ancient dwarven script from before the catastrophe. So at least 800 years old.
Okay.
So I will
possibly older.
Mr. Dwarf!
I happen to speak Dwarfish and have an academic background too.
You do.
Me too. And I'm better than you.
I mage hand the dwarf in the throne.
Careful, I think it likes that. So neither
Yeah.
of you can read it. You don't recognise it at all.
Okay.
But Ilkane, you recognise it as a very, very ancient dwarven script that it's so old it's not even related to what you would know as modern dwarvish.
Can I take a look at these bookcases, and are they all as well in like old ancient dwarf?
Yeah, what are these rolls and scrolls?
Yeah, so there are some scrolls on there, but just looking at them, you can tell that they're, again, very old, at least as old as the writing implies on the tomb. And as you go to touch them, you can see they just crumble under your fingers.
All of them?
Right.
Any of them?
All of them.
So
you go to touch one and it sort of crumbles.
If I mage hand one of them,
you can try.
So I try mage hand to pick one
Okay. Up. As you go and use mage hand to try and pick it up again, it just goes. It lifts up a little bit, and then it goes, and breaks.
I'll cast comprehend languages and read what it says in the casket.
Fucking legend.
Okay. So you cast comprehend languages and you read what it says on the casket, and it basically it says
this way.
Basically 3 words. It's Geoff the Bard. Actually, it says Geoff the Bard, the Legend.
Oh,
sweet. This guy sounds like my cup of tea.
I mean, it's definitely just your name spelled wrong, right?
Well, this guy called Geoff, you know, it could just be.
Why is he a legend?
Yeah.
Well, obviously he's got decent pipes, so
obviously a foot.
So did you grab
I'm concerned about these bagpipes. So I check my bagpipes to see if they're the same.
It's a different design, but it's got the same. It's definitely bagpipes. There's a big air bladder. There's a tube for you to blow into, and there's the drones and the tutu bit on the end. Although as you pick it up, you notice that. Are you going to try and play it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put some air into it, and as you inflate the bladder and the drones start making their low wail, you see that they light tiny little flames light on the end of all three of the drones.
Fucking yes.
Gives off a nice light.
Vroom, vroom.
Why do I think we found our own tombs here?
Yeah.
No,
This is. But why would all the shit be in ancient dwarvish?
Because
No idea.
Pendak did us all in.
Yeah, this is where Pandak burning hunters to death.
okay.
I
So,
got fireball now.
Bandak's tomb.
It-
It's where he keeps us all.
Can I do an
Um,
investigation check as to whether or not this animal head will come off the wall easily, or if I would have to break it or the wall to remove it?
Well, hold on. I'd look at Andar and say, should we both use Mage Hand to just yank it off?
We can
Ah.
only carry up to 10 pounds.
Antler
Is-
each.
Is the whole head going to be more than 20 pounds?
Yeah, just eyeballing it, it looks like it's going to be like at least like 15 quick kilos.
I mean, we can definitely pull it off the wall. Whether we can keep it in the air is an entirely different matter.
Can we not? So like, can we have
Yeah, why don't
somebody
you get-
underneath to
get-
catch it?
Get the potato to pull it off the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I-
try and get it
Hold
off.
on,
I attempt to defile the head and take it off the wall.
Right, so you're going to need to climb onto the casket to do it because it is quite high up.
Yep. So I
Okay.
do my aerobaticness and
Okay. You climb onto the casket and you go underneath it and sort of put your hands under the horns. You give it a pull and it doesn't want to seem to move, and then you sort of give it a wiggle and you feel like it'll move side to side, and then after that you figure it's probably hung on something, so you lift it up by both of the horns and it sort of goes clunk and then comes away.
Oh no.
nice. So then I
And then
scamper.
you can see as you put it back there was two like lugs on the wall that it was hooked into.
Okay. So we scamper back in here and we put it over the doorway. I think
Yeah.
it was in the reflection.
Yeah.
And if you look,
Yeah.
there's actually two lugs above the doorway.
whilst you're
Just-
doing that, I'm going to open my casket.
Leave the fucking room.
Right. So
Yeah, I think I'm going to have a quick neb down here. I want to find my tomb.
God, yeah, split the party up. That worked so well last time.
Yeah.
Right, so you hang the head on the wall,
Told you, we've been here before.
and as you put it in, you hear a click, and then the mirror sort of hinges off from one side and starts to swing outwards.
It's like the crystal
Secret
maze.
door!
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to do.
I, with the end of my staff, just gently sort of lever it open. What's behind
Okay,
it?
So you open it up, and it moves to the side, and you see there's an alcove behind the mirror, and in there is another one of these objects that looks like another part of this device.
Okay.
2 out of 3.
I will pick that up and go and tell the bard I've found another one of his strange rocks.
I sincerely was hoping that you'd just pull the secret door open and it was just flat wall behind it.
There was a
I've
steel
been
again.
All right,
tempted.
before I do this, I go up to the door.
Do
and
all this work.
Does the little rock actually fit into the recess?
You're going to try?
Yeah, I don't want to push too hard. I just want to hold it up. I mean, are we looking perfect fit?
Yeah, you reckon it would probably fit if you put it in.
Well, I'm not putting anything in there until we have all
like
three of them, and we're all in a group.
But either way, what's in my coffin?
So you
So, yeah.
so give me a strength check.
Mhm.
Yay, with my -1.
-1 club.
No way! 15.
Okay, so you put your back in. I don't know if you were spurred on by what you saw written on it, but you put your back into it and you give it a push, and you do manage to slide it off a little bit so you can have a look inside. And inside there is some skeletal remains in tattered clothing.
Maybe.
It looks like the clothing probably was fairly colourful.
Okay. Is there anything valuable in there?
Not that you can see, although you do notice that the body is dwarven. It's either dwarven or it was a very, very other small creature. It's
Cool.
it's definitely not
Tiefling.
your race. Which
All right.
Tiefling.
It's not me.
It's not
So
a
that's
tiefling.
cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
So,
we
Which would
all
make sense with all the dwarvish shit on it.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
we
So
all?
what can I see down here then?
Right. So nothing because there's no light.
Oh, good point.
Alright.
And
I'll
light.
go down here.
Actually, I could use my lantern. To be honest, I could have lit my lantern. So if it's dark there, I would have probably lit my lantern.
Okay, you light your lantern then?
Yeah.
Okay.
My thieves' lantern.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see down to there.
I shall creepy along here. As everybody just runs ahead of me.
Everyone just runs in here. So you just as a word of warning, when you do that, you're not stealthing. You're just going to move your character like that. You ain't stealthing.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
was
I
there
am going to. I am going
giant light patch on the back of his back.
No, that went
Yeah,
out
no.
when he cast
Nope.
the other lights.
Oh,
Not
okay.
anymore.
So I'm going to
Okay.
stealth. I'm going to stealth my way down, basically to the end. Down to here until I see something interesting. I'm going to stealth my way down.
Okay, so you start stealthing your way down, and Jeff and Pandax would have beat you to it. You do see there's more of that goop on the wall.
You.
I can send my spider.
Yeah.
but
Spider.
I think it's time
just
for
go
the
down
arachnid.
here.
So I will sidle up behind old Jeff and manifest my familiar back and have
Okay.
him scuttle around the corner.
Okay, how far around are you going?
Well, first of all, I'll go up to there just to see round.
Okay.
And I will steadily move down until something other than just pathway.
Okay, you
Yes,
notice
okay, so-
another doorway
so-
on the left hand side on the bottom of the map.
Okay. I'm going to keep edging along up to the right hand edge of the door,
Okay,
like
so
that far along.
you can see the end now. Bloody roll 20, come on. Do what I tell. There you go, you can see that.
So
Okay,
we're going to pretty much go all the way to here then.
Yeah. So I will send the spider back to the pocket dimension, and then tell there's a cave in. Well, it looks like a cave in at the end, and there's another door.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we head to the door then? Right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Send
Tumble.
the little spider dude into.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do spider trick again.
Okay. So as you're doing that, you hear something. You hear from behind you. You hear, "Mummy."
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Fuck you!
No.
That Doctor Who episode.
Oh,
it looked
the
like
kid
it
with the no
came from
faces.
behind you.
Are you? Oh, that was the creepiest one ever. Ugh.
So did we, honest to God, hear Mummy?
Yeah, that's what you heard.
I think we've ran out of time for tonight.
Past your bedtime, isn't it?
If you want to leave it there, we can do.
No,
No.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind going to make a cup of tea though.
Okay.
Yeah, give us 5, make a cup of tea. Cool.
Yeah, take a quick grab.
Don't want to go downstairs now because the lights are off and you've just said mummy.
Oh, you big wuss.
So this is what I'm drinking just now. That milk stout.
It's so good.
I'm not a huge fan, but it's the only beer I had in my fridge.
Which one's that?
The milk
The
stout,
milk
the wild
yeah.
beer.
I actually really like that one. I don't normally like wild beer, but that one was good.
That was really good. The hangover wasn't.
The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's salted caramel, and I can taste it, and I do not like salted caramel. The actual
but
beer
normally-
was nice, but that little
Normally salted caramel is really sweet, and this wasn't.
no, it tasted like every salted caramel I've ever had, which was sweet, but then someone ruined it by mistaking the salt for sugar and putting it in.
Whoa, I finally got rid of any burning. That took a while. You're going to enjoy that, John.
Where'd they all go? They've literally all gone.
Yeah, they're literally all gone. So there we go. It's official. All I have to do is say "mommy" and everyone leaves.
They
Yeah.
gone. I do kind of want a cup of tea, but I do kind of also not want to go downstairs.
Excellent. It worked then.
I've got some leftover warm beer that's been open for about 3 days.
Oh, Stella.
Yeah, Stella Tortoise.
Have some self-respect.
Good bit of wife, Peter.
He is Northern Irish.
Well,
But yeah, no, this is a good.
I
This is
was
a good
still here.
setup.
I put you on mute because I was using the toilet.
Now this is a good setup. So I've got an idea for a one-shot, like kind of Lovecraftian, feeding off of some of this fish shit.
Yeah, sounds fun. I'll be up for that.
Yeah, like body horror and shit.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Well, there is a whole massive Lovecraftian system. There's Call of Cthulhu, and there's millions of different. I mean, the last version I think I looked at was D20.
There's 5th edition variants for playing Lovecrafty type stuff as well.
Well, yeah, it was a D20 Call of Cthulhu was a bit weird. It's like you could be a level 20 blue collar worker, which I just found very strange. That was an actual example.
Isn't that just a CTL? Oh no, I suppose not.
No, we're white collar workers.
Oh yeah, is that yeah?
But yeah,
you know,
I've done so many
with white collars.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm a black collar worker because yeah.
Aidan, the thing that you have to do about Cthulhu, if you're going to do anything Lovecraftian, it has to be done overnight. It's not the same unless you get to the really weird thing at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Is there not a TV show like Lovecraft? Was there not a TV show that I see advertised?
There's quite a lot of Lovecraft.
There's a lot of Lovecraftian inspired.
One, isn't there? Yeah, it's a Lovecraft TV show.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Is it like Lovecraft but without all the racism?
Yeah, well, you couldn't get away with that nowadays.
Yeah. You couldn't really get away with it back then, to be honest. But yeah,
Lovecraft was racist even in his own time.
He really
called
was,
Lovecraft County.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I watched the Colour Out of Space just before Christmas with Nick Cage. It's basically Nick Cage hulking out.
What movie?
Colour Out of Space. And it's basically got Nick. Nobody's
too far away. You've gone too far away into your manor.
Yeah, sorry, I was right at the very thing. I'm just saying it's Colour Out of Space, but it's got Nick Cage and all the characters are awful. So
don't watch it.
It's not a bad film. It's a bit. Everybody really sucks, and pretty much it. So if anybody dies, you don't really care about it because they were bad characters anyway. It's a bit like Hellraiser. You don't really care if people die. I never said who dies. I'm just saying if they die, you don't care.
With Lovecraft, everyone dies. There's a Critical Role one shot that a Lovecraftian type thing, which was quite good. I think that was over 2 episodes, so it's only like 4 or 5 hours, and that was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, actually, I'm just going to nip out of range because I need to find a hoodie.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want to run that, I'll be well up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, like Lovecraftian or Lovecraftian-esque, something a little like not necessarily in any kind of Lovecraftian universe, but like definitely inspired by kind of H.G. Wells. Yeah, kind of weird, strange. I was watching Acquisitions Incorporated. And like, because they used to have Chris Perkins as the DM, and now it's Jerry Holkins.
Oh
yeah. So yeah, with some of his stuff, like he had like people like turning into goop, and like other people manifesting out of them and shit, which I was very inspired by. Which is quite cool. So yeah, he was fake. I can't tell if it's because this or he's just pulling a face.
Turn it into goop. Goop.
Yeah, like getting like shot with an arrow and it just kind of going like yelly, and then them just kind of splitting down the middle, and like someone else's face coming out of their face.
Jesus.
Oh, lovely. I still have a couple of scenarios that I've already written and run them before. I just need to actually convert them to D&D.
Has anyone tried the link I sent in Discord to see any of those characters?
No, sorry. Unfortunately, I've spent all of my spare time trying to get this written.
No, dude, I appreciate that. I have realized exactly how much time it takes to use the interface with these tools. It's you have my respect.
It makes it easy to run, but you need to spend just a shitload of time getting everything in and just how you want it.
It would be it would be easier sometimes if it didn't also force you to go through step by step. Whether you could sort of the Roll20 allows you to get at all the variables at once,
Yeah.
whereas I found with the D&D Beyond you have to go back and forth through the path to do certain things.
Yeah.
But it's fine. But yeah, getting new items into the homebrew is painful.
Yeah, I've been abusing the homebrew quite a lot on Roll20 for my own things. It's actually quite handy, but yeah, writing new spellcasting stuff for monsters is just a pain because you can't link directly. You have to go and find out the exact name of the spell you want to link, then format it correctly using the markdown language.
Yeah, and I don't even I'm not doing the back end like that. I'm literally just using the front end, which means you've got to go and find the from the drop downs all the lists of things it can do and not do, and yeah.
So Tom, all I can see is I go PQP Adventure into the Unknown.
Yeah.
Launch it, and then I see a list of icons and I can't do anything with them.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I forgot the bit at the side. Nope, that's it. There's no detail or anything else.
Damn. I'll have to work that out. I think they're all currently set to private. I may have to set them to public, but I wasn't certain how public was.
Yeah, as I said, I need to. I've got mine ready to run. I just need to work out how Roll20 works. So I could run it over just voice, but need to work out how Roll20 works and put the maps on there.
Well, I figured out the problem with my maps. I figured out that because I showed it to John and Ian the other day, or at least one of the maps. I worked out the square overlay problem. So that was just a sizing issue in the background because you can't make it not snap to grid.
You can. You hold down Alt when you drag stuff, and it won't snap to grid.
Oh, okay. It kept popping back in because. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll
if you
try
ever
that
want
again.
anything not to snap, just hold down Alt when you drag it, and it won't snap.
Okay.
Oh, we've lost Phil now.
He's probably fallen asleep.
His camera's come out.
Or his daughter just went, "Mummy," and then he's now up the corner.
He's now shitting himself in the other room. As opposed to me crapping myself when I'm just waiting for that capacin to hit.
Oh, Tiny Rebel.
For beer.
I've realised now why I don't like Camden Hell's Lager.
I'm not fussed on it either.
It's a bit bland. It's just like it's nothing.
It's just an average lager.
It tastes like Skull, basically.
Lager, shut it.
Candelabra. Are we
Right, so we're all back. Mummy, you hear coming from around the corner.
Which
round the building.
Which round the corner?
I just start throwing
The way
firebolts at every wall.
I see. Okay.
Right. It sounds magical. It's for the magical people to sort out. I'm going to have a look at this door.
Yeah. So
I'm going to sit here next to Pandak, bow knocked, ready for anything that comes around the corner.
Right. So, Dabble, you're looking at the door. It looks exactly the same as all the other doors that you've seen, apart from the one that's got the symbol lock. So it looks like one of the regular unlocked doors.
Okay, I'm going to push it up and then.
You're my mummy.
Fuck you, Ian.
So as you're doing this,
if you're pushing that open, I'm fucking moving. I'm not. If we're not spider tricking.
You see a small figure walk around the corner. Start to walk around the corner.
Flaming hands. No, do it. The hands, the flames.
All right, I've got night vision. Does this look human? Does it look alive?
It looks like a young child.
A live child?
At that distance, it stood up and talking. So.
Well, yeah, zombies don't talk. That's a fair point. Well made.
You can see. So the child is sort of wearing like a white sort of night dress. One hand down. Looks like it's got something in its hand. Maybe a doll or a teddy or something. Two little
a full-on creepy child.
Of dark
it's
hair.
Creepier. The icon.
Way creepier than the icon.
that it's not big, but that it's not a circle icon. That it's an actual body icon is even creepier.
And it's got sort of one hand covering its eyes against the light that you've got.
Okay. I shout out, "Are you lost, child?"
That
You
sounds
see my
really.
mummy? And it's
Burn it.
slowly.
I walk
moving.
into this room.
Stop, child. We are not your mummy. We are not your
Oh
mummy.
shit! Jeff just went in the room.
Have you gone in the room?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay, so you push the door open and you reveal what's in the room.
He's sizing up your bowl there, Dave.
Yeah,
I-
no, it was me kind of working out.
Oh.
Can I go? And
Okay, I
Well,
just
Oh,
thought
you
that
can
was
run.
Ian just trying
Yeah.
to work out how distance to me. I was getting worried.
no,
I'm
I
going to
was.
follow Jeff because he looks more interested. Magical people can deal with
Maybe
magical
let's not
kids.
split the party. Last time we did that in the dungeon, we all died.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
well,
There's two
that-
people looking after the kid.
Right,
That
can I
thing's
see
coming
what the
closer.
child looks like now?
Uh,
Is it alive?
roll me a perception check.
Oh, this better be good. Right, where is it? Passive.
Tell you what, in my entire life, I've never had to roll a perception check to tell whether the child in front of me is alive or not. So,
Oh dear. 8.
Maybe, probably, it's talking.
I say again, child, stop. We are not your mommy. Stop there.
I need my mummy.
I'll
Yeah.
have a look to see if it's alive. I'll roll perception as well. 15.
It. There's definitely something not right about it.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
just coming to
It's-
that conclusion now.
And
It's
as
a
Pandak advances forward, the child runs up to him
Oh God.
and sort of grabs him around the waist. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, bumholes.
next time I tell you to set the kid on fire,
Now,
you're on mute, Phil.
I also give the kid a hug. I hug it back.
So that was an int save, not initiative.
Oh, sorry.
So shout them out as you know.
11, because I suck.
11.
My
Yeah.
dice
21.
rolls suck.
I'm trying to find initiative. There we go.
21.
19.
19
Where is it?
too. 19 as well.
Where is
19.
it? Sorry.
So next to the armor class, there's an initiative.
Oh, got it.
box.
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
Hand
12.
10. Ilkane
Sorry,
12.
no, I
What
rolled
did you get, Sindan?
19.
19. Okay.
So I did 16. Ian, sorry, I rolled a save instead first time.
16.
16, yeah.
Did you get mine?
Yes, I saw it in the log. Hang on, let me. Oh, what did,
Oh, where's operation?
well, you're stuck with what you
Need
got
it.
because I can't start it again. Hang on, let me try.
Protect me from these kids.
It's funny we had
no, I can't change it 'cause I started
70s
the counter.
BBC presenter with us.
Now then, calm down.
Okay, so
Oh, I've gone scouse.
as it started, it ran up and grabbed you, Pandak, and it's going to make 2 attacks. It's going to make a bite attack,
Wait, it's going to attack me? What a little shit.
which hits.
Welcome to your
It
future,
thinks
Phil.
you it's its mummy, so it's going to trying to milk you.
Bitty.
You take. You take.
It gets creepier.
So it runs up and opens its mouth and bites you, and you take 8 piercing damage and
Oh, I'm so getting ready to lay the smack down.
17 poison damage.
Holy. I don't like this child.
All right. Well, I've got my bow ready. I'm going to let loose into this thing as soon as it's my turn.
Okay, and it's going to also claw you.
Jesus Christ. Next time I say set the kid on fire.
And miss. So he goes to rake at you with the claws and doesn't manage to get through your robes. And then crits for the second one.
I will replace that
With a 1. Well, what
with a nat. Yeah,
with a
I
nat
will
one.
use the. No, I'll use the 6.
You use a 6. Okay, so it misses.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not having it crit you. Fucking kill the only other wizard.
So next up is Andar. So you see this. She sprints up, grabs him, and then and you hear Pandak shout.
It's real clear it's a bad guy. So, I will go ahead and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. Do they have an intelligence score of 4 or above?
Yes.
Okay. So it just needs to make a saving throw against a Wisdom 14.
Okay, that's not charm, is it?
No, it's not a charm. No.
Okay,
it's an enchantment.
Wisdom DC 14.
Wisdom DC 14.
Okay. No, fails.
Fails. Okay, so on a fail, it falls prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration of the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it can make another Wisdom saving throw to try and.
I take it it's now laughing its head off.
Yeah, it's laughing its head off and it's lying on the floor. It's lying prone, so everyone will have advantage if they get physical attacks on it.
Okay, so it's actually a little big. There we go. So it's starts going, it flops around on the floor, starts waving its hands, and you can
see more terrifying.
You can see now as it's definitely a young girl child, and you can see the sharp teeth and the claws out of the end of her fingers, and looking at her skin, it's a grey pallid colour. Okay, do you want to move?
I do not, actually. I'm given a fairly good spot there, so I'm going to stay exactly the fuck where I am.
Okay, Jeff, you're up.
Call it a cunt, Jeff.
Dissonant Whispers at level 3.
Insult this little bitch.
Okay.
So let's see. Yeah. That's Wisdom saving throw of 14.
Wisdom 14. She saves.
Oh, what a little bitch.
So half damage? Or no damage?
See, I've forgotten what it was because it's been weeks. Oh wait, no. Half damage. Yeah, that's
half
it.
Damage.
Yeah.
Okay, she's still laughing away. So she can make another save, can't she? Because she's been damaged of the hideous laughter.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She can save because she took damage.
Yes, if she takes damage, she can attempt to save again.
14 was it?
14.
And she saves.
Okay, then the effects of the spell now stop.
Okay.
So she can stand up. She's no longer prone.
On her next action, I suppose she's still prone until. Yeah. Sindan, you're up.
Okay. Seeing that she was prone, I am going to go in and. Seeing that the dwarf is not doing very well and possibly a bit shocked, can I pull him out of battle without him getting the attack of
she's prone?
She's prone, so even if... Yeah, so she won't be able to make an attack anyway.
Okay. In that case, never mind. I will move up next to the dwarf, look at him and ask him if he's all right.
I'm about to run away.
Fair enough. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Flame Blade. And I'm going to whoop at her.
And if she's still prone, you get advantage.
Okay.
She is still prone.
So do I roll twice and take the best one?
Yeah.
So either...
I mean,
that'll do.
That's a crit, that'll do, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. All right, she takes 12 damage.
Okay. So you give her a good smack, and you hear a scream. She looks very badly damaged.
Okay.
I hope this isn't like a little feral child, by the way.
I hope
we're
not
just-
too.
we're
But
just killing it.
because she's prone, can I move back?
Yes.
I'm going to step back just a little bit and urge the dwarf to get out of the way. Just in case any area spells go off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just showing you something so you got an idea what she looks like.
Oh, come on.
Didn't need that. Really didn't need that.
Oh, jeez.
I was good about that.
Thanks
Even
for
if
that.
she is a feral child, fucking putting that down.
Okay, it's her go. So she's going to get up, and she's going to make a bite attack again at Panda.
Hold on, I haven't had a go yet.
No, you haven't. You're after Ilkane Davil, and then it's you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but
So
she's
she had a surprise attack on you.
Yeah, she had a surprise attack on you.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. That makes
So
sense.
the surprise attack kicked off combat, so she had a go, and then we went down the initiative order.
Oh, okay, fine. I thought she was cheating.
What kind of state is Pandak? What kind of state are you looking in?
I am about to die.
Okay,
Cool.
So what's your AC?
12.
She hits you for 7 piercing damage.
That'll do, duck. That'll do.
And some poison damage, which is at no point rolling for because if you're down.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have used my 1, but she has multiple attacks, so she would have put you down anyway.
Yeah.
Well, so she hits you and puts you down, and then she will take 2 more attacks at you. She'll take a claw attack. So she'll take 2 attacks which hit automatically because you're down.
Fuck.
So you
get 2 fails.
2 death fails.
2 death fails.
Fuck.
Wow.
Do I have any magic for this?
So what you
Do I have an instantaneous?
if you
heal
want
spell?
so if you wanted to, you could have taken the first hit and you could have put your 1 against it and made it miss.
Oh, what, retroactively? No, fuck him.
Okay, so what you see is
It's his fault we're in this.
She jumps up from being prone, and again jumps on Pandak, bites him in the same spot, and you then see him collapse to the ground. And as they both collapse into a pile, you see him rake at him with her claws. And she's sort of screaming, like guttural screaming. That's her turn. Ilkane, you're up.
Kill her.
Kill this little bitch.
Where are we counting from? Because
your square.
From the egg.
Your square, yeah.
From the potato.
So I can only move 40?
Yes.
And that's 45.
Well, she's currently on top of Pandak, so she's currently on top of him. That's what I said. So yeah, she's 40 feet away.
Okay, so I'm gonna lay the smackdown in.
I'll also count her as prone because I also did say that she went to the ground.
Onto him. Yeah.
So I'm gonna run down.
Yeah.
And
so you actually end up in the square before, but yeah.
Yeah, and
because she's prone, you get advantage.
Do my charger, so hit with my quarterstaff then.
Okay, so roll with advantage. So roll it twice. First one misses. Oh, second one hits. So you hit.
Yeah. So damage is we'll do 10.
Okay.
But I've got the charger on that as well, so what does that get me? Where's my charger? If you move 10 feet in a straight line, add 5
to the damage.
Yeah, they get a +5 to the attack's damage roll.
Yeah, so you hit it for 15. So You put you sort of lean into it, run down, put your quarterstaff behind you, and as you come up to Pandak, sort of slide up so your foot's touching the back of his head, whip the quarterstaff round and smack it straight into the side of her, driving her into the wall on the opposite side of the corridor.
Fucking
and then
scary movie.
You see her slump to the ground, and she's dead.
And I set fire to the remains with the rest of the plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Save the door, someone.
Yeah.
Pandak's bleeding out.
Can you queef on him? Because I actually got rid of my heal spells. I can stuff berries in his mouth, but
Your plum's in him.
God. Yeah, go on then. I'll queef him.
So does that mean I don't die?
Yeah.
If he can heal you above, if he can give you some healing, you don't die. Yeah.
Any healing.
Yeah, I just do that.
okay. I can
So,
give him some good
You
berries.
get 4 HP.
Cool. Nice.
And then you can get your ask Sindan for his plums.
Yep. There you go. You got 10 extra hit points from plums.
Ah, thank you, everybody.
Dude, you got beaten up by a baby.
Is he still poisoned? Do we have to cure him in any way, or does death sort of cure that?
He does not have the poisoned status. He just took poison damage.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I now pick up my bow and my arrow that I didn't shoot, and
I didn't even get a chance.
I'll listen to you guys next time when you tell me to flame someone. I will flame.
yeah, no poking the monsters.
So can we all agree right now? Any additional children, we will set on fire.
Oh, that's going to be really painful when we next get to a town.
Is there anything in
There's
the...
a child.
Yeah, I mean there's context around it. Yeah, children in tombs, instant
the
flame.
kids' pockets.
Yeah, is there...
I mean the kid's on fire at the moment, and the clothing is burning up. So.
Still a teddy bear.
Right, I'm going to have a look at this thing then. Whilst they're all faffing around, I'm going to have a look at this thing here.
Are you gonna take the teddy bear?
No, God, no! You fucking mental.
You said, do you want the teddy bear?
No,
if you want it.
no, I use my firebolt cantrip and I set it more on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case it's some sort of soul holding device. Yes.
Okay, so you go over. It's grating over a what looks like a sewer underneath. You can see there's sort of fetid water and stagnant water in there. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that some of you are casting light cantrips. So,
yeah, I was going to say I'm going to put dancing light round the corners of the room because
I've left.
Yeah, I got my thieves. Well, I got my special lantern lit anyway, so I can see controlled light in front of me anyway.
Okay.
Is this a locked door down here, or
from where you're stood? You can't tell.
I'll go down
to the locked door then. We'll leave the poo chute alone and go to the locked door.
I would actually like to go and look at the goo in this room. Is it? I want to find out. Can it actually be hiding anything? If I take my quarterstaff and drag it through, is anything sort of behind it, or?
So you sort of give it a poke and a stir, and from what you can tell, that you can't see anything. Then maybe it's a couple of rocks, a couple of loose rocks, but that's about it. It is sort of thick, but you can move it out of the way. As you go down to have a look at the door, Dabble, you go up and you see that it is, again, it's a solid stone door, very similar to the one on the sort of the main tomb, the one with the symbol on it, except there's no symbol on this door. So it looks very solid. It's not like the ones you've been walking through without trying, but there's also nothing on it.
Give it a gentle push then.
Okay, so as you do that, you hear a noise coming from behind you in the room, like a
set on fire
sort of noise. As this drops into the room from the ceiling.
No, it's a sentient.
The gelatinous cube.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Quick, get some hot water.
Yeah. You've got to use the classics.
Yes. Okay.
So as you mess with the door, this thing slops down and lands in the middle of the room. Everybody roll initiative.
I had a 21.
Hang on, let me find my things.
Oh, that's a 6.
11.
And it's a bad miss.
Did you say 11?
Right,
11.
so
11.
Ilkane, 11.
Yeah, I got
Sindan
a
was
roll.
at
That wasn't
6.
crap.
6, yes.
Davil,
18.
18. Pandak, what did you roll?
18.
21.
21. 13
21.
for Andar.
Okay. And because I'm a muppet, I'm going to take screenshots just in case I navigate away from the screen. Okay. Jeff, you're up.
Right. I'm just gonna fire a crossbow dart at it to see what it does.
What's the range on that? Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Now, how do you fire a crossbow dart? I don't understand.
You should be able to just click it in the...
Yeah, you should have it as an action. If not, you need to go to your equipment and then
check it to equip it.
Ah, yeah, there we go. So,
that misses. That's damage. You roll damage.
oh, sorry. Is it the plus? What? Oh,
it's
wait.
the
hit
attack
DC.
column, hit
Yeah.
DC.
That hits.
Cool. So, I guess 6 damage.
Yeah, so you shoot at it, and you see the bolt sort of go enter in and sort of stop about, foot in.
It's big jelly, guys. Big jelly.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Next to Nan.
Davil, you are up.
I think it's time for those people to fire shit to it. Oh, hold on. Got the wrong one there. I think, let me just check the range. Oh, yeah. I'm going to copy Jeff. Copy? Coffee. I'm going to copy Jeff, not coffee Jeff. I'm going to launch an arrow to it, then move out the way. I'm guessing I'm not going to get sneak attack on this one.
No, because it's not engaged.
Nah. 11, that's pants.
That does not hit. So that goes wide.
So I'm going to then... I don't think I'm going to back away with all of them. I actually think I'm going to stay where I am. Because I don't want to, get everybody in the way. Hopefully he'll go into the grate and fall through.
That's what I was thinking.
Pandak, you're up.
The grate is made of wood, right?
No, it sort of looks like it on the image, but it's metal. It's old and it's corroded, but it is metallic.
Okay, fine.
I like your thinking, though.
Yeah.
It's a great plan.
Wow. I'm going to shoot Ray of Frost at it.
You have not got line of... how do you?
All right. I take a step across.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this is probably the time for lots and lots of fire.
Oh, really?
Don't know. I don't actually know what weaknesses are for a gelatinous cube, but yeah.
Can we make a nature roll?
If you want to take that as your action on your turn, you absolutely can.
Do you know what?
Got a plastic mold.
I'm going to do True Strike. I'm going to cast True Strike, which gives me a brief insight into the target's defenses.
Is there a save on that?
Is that what, sorry?
Is there a save?
Do I save on that, or it happens?
No, just happens.
Okay, so what does it tell you?
So you point a finger at target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll.
Okay, so you know that this creature is resistant to slashing and fire damage, and you know that it's immune to bludgeoning, piercing, poison, necrotic, and acid.
Well, that's me out of it.
Oh, wow.
Let's just run away. This was a daft idea.
Vulnerable to lightning and psychic.
And I can't do call lightning indoors, so...
Oh, psychic!
Was there any specific about regular magic damage?
Is Jeff going to quim it to death?
Wait a minute.
Was it resistant to regular magic damage? No.
No, not resistant to magic in general. No.
Okay.
Magic missile.
That's my go.
Okay.
Can the cubes? Can it hear?
You don't know. Well, you don't know.
Doesn't have ears.
I
Right.
don't know.
So
Doesn't need. But you have like, you can go in its head, right? Dissonant whispers or whatever.
Yeah, if they can hear.
second.
Oh shit! What I should have done is moved.
Oh, it. Yeah, a deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save. So yeah, I can do half damage at it, but
Okay, so it is going to.
Blub,
It's
blub,
going
blub,
to
blub, blub,
move.
blub, blub.
It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to move there. And it is going to make a plague missile attack. It's going
shit.
to
I don't like the
shoot
sound of that.
a missile at Dabble. What's your AC?
15.
Misses.
Yay!
It's going to shoot again at you, Dabble,
Shite.
and miss. So you see
Yay!
it spit 2 things at you. Both miss. It's going to put 2 at Sindan. What's your AC,
Okay.
Sindan?
Send 16.
Miss, and another one at Sindan, and miss. So another, and it's going to put 2 at Jeff.
12.
The first one hits. So that is. Uh, 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
4 acid damage.
Okay.
And 15 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Fuck.
Right.
And then it's going to put 1 more at Jeff. What was your AC again?
12.
And hit.
I won it.
Okay, it misses.
For it fucking kills our part.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of this room.
Next up is Andar.
So how many damage did it do in total?
I didn't keep track. I just rolled and told you.
It was like
15
7 and
4,
15.
Yeah, something like 4, 4, 15.
4 for 15.
It was 7 plus 15. Do you say it hits me again? After
It
that?
didn't.
Well, it did, but then Andar magicked and messed
Yeah,
it
made
up.
it not.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool.
As a response to getting hit, I'm going to fire Hellish Rebuke at it,
Okay.
because I can do that when I get hit by shit.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. I'm going to cast that. I can't see because I'm blowing dice. Yeah. So one reaction, in response. Yeah. Point my finger at it and set it on fire by giving it the middle finger. It's got to do a dexterity saving roll.
What's the DC?
It's immune to fire.
It's not. It's resistant to fire.
Oh, it's resistant to fire. Oh, okay.
It's 14.
It saves. Does it take anything on half?
Yeah, it takes half, but I'm going to cast that at level 3. So that's 3d10.
Okay.
So hopefully this will do something.
But it'll do half that and then half again if it's resistant, right?
Fuck it. Cool, I got it for fuck all.
5.
Okay, yep.
So
you see the fire sort of light up in it, and it sort of goes. It doesn't seem to have much of an effect, but it has some effect.
Right.
So Andar, it is your turn.
I want a really quick response from everybody. Are we running?
I don't know that we're going to be able to get out the room fast enough. Given
Are we? I can get us out. Are we running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I will.
What way are we running? Are we going to run?
The fuck.
But like so.
Wait, oh,
So hang on. If we go out to the north, we're kind of
we're stuck
we
in.
haven't got any of the bits that we need properly.
Yeah, we haven't opened the door behind us yet, so we don't know
So
where that goes.
should we go south? Because then at least we're.
It's a
we're
lot
gonna
of
get
conversation.
something.
Right. So what I will say is that when you were ambushed and when you looked at the door was shut.
Okay.
You couldn't.
The way is shut.
That way.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to
Pointing
cast.
to the up there.
I'm going to cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
On. So I'm going to cast Fog Cloud right the fuck on top of that big green blob.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast it at first level. So it creates a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range.
Okay.
It spreads around, and the area becomes heavily obscured and lasts for the duration.
Okay. So you
So it
do
does
that.
not- Yeah, it doesn't need to
And-
make a save
Okay.
or anything.
So all of you lose sight of it now. It's now in a big, heavy fog bank.
Fucking run, and then I will start fucking hightailing it down this corridor at 30 feet.
Where are we going to go though?
Well,
I mean,
I've got
the
mine.
fuck away from here. At least getting it to that doorway is gonna put it in a choke point.
Yeah.
Right, Ilkane, you are up.
Seems we're taking the pussy route out.
You do realize you hit this thing with your fist, it's going to swallow you whole.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
If you're not attacking, you
if you're
can
not
dash.
attacking, you can dash. So you can take your move twice.
You get twice.
So if
the
your
movement.
plan is to run, yeah, and also it's completely obscured now, so you can't see it. And if you were to try and attack it at range, you would be at disadvantage.
I really want to know what's in this room down here.
We'll get there.
That door was locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Dabble told you that was locked. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna 40 to here, and then
Okay.
so I'll just pussy out and kind of run there around here somewhere.
Whoever's out last, shut the door.
Sindan, your turn.
Okay. In that case, it's runny time. Let's see. What do we got? 60 feet. Can't make the door, but I can get close.
You can. That was 50.
Was it? In that case,
Yeah,
can I make
you
there?
can make the door. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Yep. Jeff!
Okay, Jeff, you're up.
Come on! Leave it! It's not worth it!
Let's see.
You've all got to wait till the thingy.
Why was I able to make 2?
Because you're dashing, you're sprinting out basically.
You
so
took
you make
your
2
action to
movements.
take another move action.
And your
Alright.
your base movement's 10 more than
Everyone
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
I bez it to there. It's 60 I can go to, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I bez it. Yeah. I
Jeff,
bez
have
it
you
there.
forgot Thunderwave?
Right, Dabble.
I've
you're
not
up.
done Thunderwave. No.
No, you got it though.
Hold on, let me just.
Yeah.
So how much I can I do? 60.
Right,
So
so
I
you
can bez
you
it
can
to
get
there,
more.
yeah,
and then
you-
bez it to there.
that's not 60, is it? Yeah, so that's difficult terrain. So if you wanted to go over the grating, that's difficult terrain.
Yeah, but I can. It's double move, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You
I'm
can get to
sprinting
there.
like a bastard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I can do. All right, that means 60. Bugger. So I'll basically sprint there.
Yeah, okay.
So it still hurts me that is the same as that. Damn you, Pythagoras!
Well, the only reason I did that is because this is a dungeon and square tiles help me a lot with this dungeon.
Yeah.
If I tried to do it with hexes, it was a ball ache.
Oh, it's not your problem. It's roll
Yeah.
20, not understanding basic geometry.
You can change the way it calculates geometry, but I haven't. So, Pandak, you see everyone legging it out of the room.
Screaming, go. "Ah!"
Can we close that door, or are they in the
I
doorway?
was about to say, they are in the doorway. So what I will say
Just
is,
shut the door on them.
if you wanted to take an action to grab, say, Sindan and pull him away from the door, you could do.
I would not.
Okay.
I move and I hold an action of Thunderwave for when the blob comes north of the grate.
Okay.
You realise that's like 10 feet. And the
Yeah,
thing is
Thunderwave,
20.
you need to be near.
And you'd need to be able to. You'd need to be
Yeah,
able
you
to see
need
it.
to be. You need to be in
You need-
like range of it.
You also
Oh,
need to be able to see it, and
Yeah,
the
it's only a
smoke is
15.
20 feet. 20 feet
I was
radius
only
around.
you for Thunderwave. All right. Second plan. So I was there.
Cast Thunderwave anyway and kill us all.
Well,
Magic-
wait for it to come through the door and light its fucking ass up.
My magic missiles will hit it regardless.
I've
So-
run away.
Okay, fair enough.
I think if we get it into a choke point, we're gonna have a much better time with it.
True.
Okay.
Push it back.
It is now the cube's turn. And what it is going to do is move 1, 2, 3.
Bearing in mind it can't see, so it doesn't know where we went.
Probably heard us screaming.
You're making a lot of assumptions there.
Plus, you're still standing in the doorway.
Oh no,
It
no!
can't
Has that?
see through its very clear eyes.
Have you
Because
taken
it's a
away our
blob.
ability to see, and not his, not its?
Well, Sindan and Dabble, you see the cube move out of this this obscuring fog.
Okay.
And it is going to make 6 attacks.
Bugger.
It's going to take 3 at Dabble and 3 at Sindan. So Dabble, what's your
Yay.
AC?
15.
Miss, and crit.
Oh.
Right, I'm going to use my uncanny dodge to halve the damage it does against me.
Okay, so the first one is 2d4.
I want you all to remember this was a good idea before we did it.
I'm going to remember my uncanny dodge this time.
So uncanny dodge halves the damage.
Yeah.
So
As long as I can see it,
that
I can
negates.
dodge.
So that negates the crit. So I'm just going to tell you what damage it does.
Yeah.
That's 3 bludgeoning damage. 8 acid damage. And 12 necrotic damage.
Take.
23 total. Fuck me.
And it's going to fire
So that's
3.
taking me down to 10 hit points in one hit.
And it's going to fire 3 at Sindan. So what's your AC, Sindan?
16. Shields up.
Miss. So miss. That is its turn. And you're currently stood next to the smoking corpse of the child you recently murdered.
Can
Crowley
you use
climb.
mage hands and just slam the door with us forced out?
Slam you out of the door? That's maybe not. What I can do.
Does the door swing in or out
Let's say in.
into the room?
Yeah.
Could you mage hand the door and just basically slam us backwards?
I could. You might take damage from the
Mage
door,
Hand has a limit on the amount of weight it can manipulate, and the
that's a
door was
big-ass door.
heavy.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I am going to hold an action. I'm going to hold Flaming Sphere. I'm going to cast that only if everyone's cleared the doorway and the blob comes through.
Okay. Right, so next up is Ilkane. So if you want to hold an action, you can. Basically, that you put a condition and say, when this thing happens, I will take this action. All your stuff is pretty much.
I need to get close to it.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that Pandak was gracious enough to yell out what he learned. So you know that your quarterstaff is bludgeoning damage, so it won't do any damage to it.
Yeah.
You have a sickle that is slashing damage, so it's resistant to it, but it will hurt it. And your strikes are also bludgeoning damage, so you know that punching it won't work. You know that hitting it with your quarterstaff won't work.
Yeah.
But your sickle will work.
Can I pull these two clowns out of the door and close it?
Let me see. So you can. You've got 40 feet of movement. So if you want to run, move 25, grab someone, and then you can move another, let's say another 5 feet, because you're going to be pulling someone. So if you could move there, you could grab Dabble and then put him back to there if you wanted to, with you stood here.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. That is done. Sindan, your turn.
I'm guessing this cube thing can't open the door because it doesn't
All
have
right.
hands.
Can I grab the door and step back, closing it with us behind it?
Yep.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. You step back, slam the door shut.
Yeah, and then step back a little further.
Okay.
Well, I want my scimitar and my shield out at the ready.
I'm just waiting for Ian to go, Mommy.
Yeah, oh God.
That's why I have fucking flaming sphere prepared. I will burn children.
I think that is a good place to leave it.
Fair enough.
Oh God! Thank you, Ian, for dropping something on us that half of our weapons can't really damage.
Yeah, well, that's half the fun. And I
all my weapons.
I completely prepped the wrong spell. I had the choice of wall of fire, which would actually have been a good one, but damn it.
Problem is, we can't go anywhere now. Like,
I know. We are sort of trapped. We're gonna have to keep backing up and shooting it and backing up and shooting it and possibly hiding in rooms.
I mean, so I do have another trick, but we'll wait till next week for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good,
just
because there's sod all I can do to it.
Yeah.
So what you learned was it was resistant to slashing and fire damage. It was immune to bludgeoning, piercing, poison, necrotic, and acid. But it is vulnerable to lightning and psychic damage, which means
But you can't hear.
And I can't do lightning indoors.
You don't know that it can't hear.
You just got to. So
Oh,
you've
yes.
got to run away.
You
with
also
a shout,
assumed
"Win!"
it couldn't see, but
Can I make a nature roll to figure out things about it? Because I actually know something about gelatinous cubes, but could I make a nature roll to figure some of those things out?
Go on then.
Not with that roll, I won't be. Oh no, that's a 21. Sorry.
That's a 21. Yeah. So what is it you want to know about it?
I know that they can't be blinded. They sense things around them.
They do, yeah. So they don't have eyes. They have what's known as blind sight. So they can literally see anything within 60 feet of it, but it's completely blind to everything outside of 60 feet. So you can't blind them, but if you're more than 60 feet away, it can't see you.
It's only a first level spell.
We had one of those discussions around the pub and with me and my mates, and we think that gelatinous cubes are the storage system of evil overlords, because they absorb things, and obviously what they absorb is how data is stored in it.
So not for Ian, but for the rest of the team. Do you reckon if I went invisible, it would sense me then?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It basically
No.
as long as you're more than
You test it.
It's also, Phil, it's made of jelly, which means that you can eat it.
Yeah.
That's one way of killing it, is just eat it to death.
Just pour some boiling hot water on it, put it in a mould, and come
Yeah,
back a couple hours later.
it's lime
Turn
jelly.
it into a little dinosaur.
Like,
Yeah.
Little rabbit.
So yeah, I have an idea for getting into that room without doing the door properly.
What, are you going to turn a little spider?
Well, no. So my Misty Step only requires sight of a location within 30 feet. And I can transpose my spider in and then use its sight.
But you can't, when you're walked, surely you can't cast spells.
Yep.
Because you're just like a...
No, yeah, you can still cast spells.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't have enough distance there, though, do you?
Not through there, but through the other door.
Right, so I'm
To the
going
top
to
door.
take a GM action here. So I'm looking.
You're not allowed.
I'm looking again at the description of the creature. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the immunities off into resistances.
Okay.
Because I think they've miscalculated the challenge rating on this creature.
They haven't, but yeah, I know what you mean. Because it can see invisible too.
Yeah,
I've just picked up
given
blind sight.
what you have access to with regards to damage sources, because they've made it immune to basically all of your physical attacks and resistant to a lot of your magic
Here's the
attacks.
question. I have a question. If I use a magical shillelagh, is even though the shillelagh is bludgeoning damage, does it count as magic damage and thus do full or not?
Well, in 5e there's no magic damage, but if your shillelagh does fire damage on top of the bludgeoning, then it would ignore the bludgeoning and take half fire damage. But what I'm going to do is make my own ruling on it and say, rather than being immune to bludgeoning, it's now resistant, so it'll just take half damage from your physical attacks.
So I've got a question. If it's acidic, the gelatinous cube, can we just like throw salt on it, or anything base?
Oh,
you're not a chemist, are you?
Actually,
No.
the damage becomes magical, but it only is 1d8. That's
so it's
issue.
magical in the sense that it'll hit things that are immune to magic, but it's not immune to magic. So, but what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to remove its immunities and move them to resistances instead. So it'll take half damage from bludgeoning, piercing, poison, necrotic, and acid, but you'll still be able to damage it.
Yeah, gelatinous cubes, they're pretty nasty because that swallow attack I didn't realize they get 6 attacks. That's just jeez.
And it can hold like 4 to 5 people.
Because I know you guys, and I know you're going to look this up. This is not a classic gelatinous cube.
No, I've just looked up the new gelatinous cube.
Because I know you guys, and I knew you were going to do that, and I know that you're going to say,
"That's 2 meta."
Yeah, it says here that it's none of these resistant. No, it's not a classic gelatinous cube. Because a classic gelatinous cube is
challenge rating 2. It should be metagaming, right?
And it's an absolute cakewalk, and that is not what this is. This is something else. But I think this has been miscalculated on its challenge rating.
I'm excited. Not gonna lie. Are we doing fortnightly still? We are, aren't we?
Yeah. Although honestly, where we've got to, I've managed to do enough work that if you wanted to do this next week, I can pick this up and go with it next week.
Okay.
So
I'm happy either way.
If everyone wants to do next week, we can do next week.
I'm flexible. Happy. I'm flexible too, so I'm quite happy to work around those of you who have kids. So, which is usually the deciding factor.
I mean, I'm always free on a Sunday night. This is booked out, so.
Yeah, I can be. So yeah, we'll see how the week goes.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, let's say we'll figure it out in the week. But if you want to play, then we can do it. And I've got enough done that it's not a problem.
Cool.
Cool bean.
Everybody sharpen their spoons for next week.
Yeah, definitely.